Hello, everybody. Hope all of y'all had a good week. I am very happy for it to finally be Friday, which means I get to sleep in tomorrow and catch up on the insane amounts of sleep that I tend to miss. Hey, Spider. But tonight, we are going to play what is considered to be one of the most disturbed video games of all time. And also one of the greatest video games of all time from the point-and-click era, for that matter. I listened to the audiobook for this. Well, it's a short story. It's like a 40-minute story in audiobook form. I listened to the audiobook for this today. Yeah, it's pretty fucking psychotic. And it's even cooler that the author's the one that narrated it, and apparently wrote the whole story in one night. It is fucked up. So, I can only imagine the game is going to be just as bad, if not worse. Now, I am going to try to beat the whole thing and get a decent ending, even though I don't really know much of the criteria. But the platinum appears to actually be quite easy. I think all you have to do is start 4 of the 5 characters' chapters and do like 2 miscellaneous things in each of their chapters that are not all that complicated. One chapter does not involve trophies. There's a very good reason for that. Apparently it hasn't been cut from the game, but there's a very good reason as to why it is not included, and we'll see when we get there. Or there's a very good reason why it doesn't have any trophies tied to it, so people who want to get the platinum don't have to play it. So it's like, play with each of the 4 characters that aren't that one, and do 2 miscellaneous things. Yeah, I'm surprised at how simple they made this. I can understand why they wouldn't have had trophies for the one character, but even so, I'm really surprised at how simple this list is. Because they don't even have an ending trophy. You only have to beat that game. And apparently this game is absurdly difficult to get the best ending in, because, like, it's one of those 90s games that was so obscure with what you have to do that you can't make any mistakes. It's sort of like Clock Tower in that sense. Alright. That's all good. Extras. I wonder what's in here. A manual and a soundtrack. Cool. Credits. And new game. I have briefly seen, like, playthroughs of this game. A little bit of it. But I have no idea what you're supposed to do during most of it, and I have no idea how to win. So this is going to go interestingly. Because at least with Clock Tower, I had some idea of what to do. In this one, I don't. So this should be interesting. I like that we're getting some of these old point-and-click games, though. Because there's a lot of great ones from the 90s. And the early 2000s, so I'd love to get more of them. Alright, let's see if it's as disturbed as the book is.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds
This is actually a line in the book.
miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel.
And I think that Am is voiced by the author again, which is really cool, actually. Yeah, I believe he's voiced by
Humans
the
who
writer.
programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee.
He does the voicing, like, perfectly
One day,
well.
I woke, and I knew who I was. A-M. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured.
Okay, so that's an
And for 109 years,
That's
each
an
of you
interesting
was
way
wondering,
to hurt people.
Why?
I feel like YouTube's not going to like this
Why
game
me?
very much.
Why me?
I feel like they're not going to be all that happy with me playing this one. So if this gets demonetized,
Gorrister!
I won't be surprised at all, honestly.
Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room?
Basically, the story of this game is, what if there was a god that hated you more than anything to ever exist? And you're playing the role of that thing that it hates.
No way out.
Basically, this giant supercomputer just killed off the entire world except for these 5 people.
For all the 109 years that you
And it just keeps them alive to torture them in horrifying ways, pretty much, is the entire story.
Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. Yeah. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose.
So yeah, it is a very dark story,
And
so
I've
we'll see what
changed
happens.
Your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous
YouTube ever happy with me?
countenance of
Probably not.
an
They definitely won't be
ape.
tonight.
Haven't I, Benny?
But this also might not get enough views for them to
Can you
care,
guess?
so they might actually let the stream persist the whole time. You never know.
Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember.
Okay, admittedly, like,
Then you might be able
can't
to
you
suck
just
a
dodge
mic
his
on
swords as they poke in and out? They only go through, like, the sides of his
that
cage.
walk a mile in my shoes.
But basically, the computer becomes sentient, wipes out all of humanity except for these 5, and then spends its entire existence finding ways to torture them.
Think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? No, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype.
Yeah, apparently the color yellow has something to do with her getting R-worded.
And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels.
You're a computer, you ain't got bowels, sir.
But be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth. And these filthy creatures with you are men.
So I know this is a lot different, though, from the book in a lot of ways. Like, it makes some references to it from what I've heard.
Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no
So, like, I
speedboat,
think that,
and no
because, like, the
wonderful
book
cabin cruiser
follows
that you
them
sleep 12 in a crew of
going on a
6?
quest to find canned food that they think exists.
And have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you?
And apparently
Torture
this
half
is,
as well
like,
as
an
I can
entirely
just
different
to
story.
find out the secret?
So, like, an alternate universe of the
They'll
book, I
rat you out,
guess.
sweetheart. Nimdak.
Yep, he's the one YouTube's definitely not gonna like very much.
Nimdak. Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces, and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele?
Yep. That can probably tell you where we're going with him.
Anyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother.
Ham does not play around with this. He does not mince words on this.
Secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of...
That sounds so pleasant.
gardenias.
It sounds very pleasant.
You five would like to play my little game.
Who do we play as? Well, there's no point of playing as the Doctor yet. We can save him for last because there's no trophies tied to him. Let's just go from left to right. Why the hell not? So this is a point-and-click game. Oh, trophy already.
That I am not.
We're playing as Gorrister first. Okay.
109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt.
That is a very weird list of commands.
But now,
Walk to, talk to, look at, swallow, take, give, use, and push.
I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
So all I know is that, like, supposedly, the way you win is, like, to do all the good actions, whatever that involves.
Overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly.
Okay, so, what are his trophies? I'll be kind of surprised if I can actually get all of them. Wipe Gorrister's hands from blood and acquire his heart. Okay. Look at the porthole.
Too freaking cloudy. I can't see a damn thing.
Oh yeah, this game is apparently gonna get really freaking weird. What else? Oh, I can look at that. Okay.
This hole in my chest aches like a...
And the thing is, I don't actually know how to beat this game, so there's going to be a lot of wandering and not having any clue of what I'm supposed to do. A note? What does the note say?
Someone must have slipped this under the door. It says, I'm a friend. Trust is essential. Never do what Am expects and always expect more than what seems possible. Am is playing a dangerous game here. And not just dangerous to you, but dangerous to himself as well.
Okay.
Hey,
I don't see how it is.
What kind of game is Am playing this time?
I think he's just trying to mess with you. Pretty sure that's his whole thing. Psych profile. Man does not live by bread alone is a... Well, I would have liked to have read it. Just saying. Okay, so there's nothing else I can actually do with that. Look at the bed.
Real hospitable of you, Am. Threadbare, cockroach-infested, grease-stained accommodations.
Well, I don't think there's anything else for me to do in here, so... let's walk to the door.
I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us.
Walk to the door. And it's not a long game, like you can... I know you can beat the game in like under 3 hours, I think with the best ending. Oh, that's gonna be really annoying if I literally have to hit R1 to open doors.
Cabins are alike.
Oh boy. I can look at another mirror.
This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch.
Okay, so he's just gonna say the exact same thing. Look at the book. Okay.
My name's printed on the front of this book.
Can we take it? We can.
What? This book is little more than a pile of dust.
No help there. Is that a rat? Can I use the book?
What? This book
Nope.
is little more than a pile of dust.
And what about a bed? Can we use this? Is this how we wipe him?
Sleep and dream about her again? Forget it.
Apparently not.
New sheet. What's the deal here?
Can we take it? Oh, we can. Can we use the sheet with him? Apparently not. Okay. Well, this is strange. I guess we're walking to this door next. I'm gonna actually have to pay good attention to a lot of this, simply because I have no idea what I'm doing in this one compared to some games.
Where's the crew? I'm all alone here.
Alright, no need to look at the mirrors, but we can look at the porthole.
Jesus, that engine's huge.
We're on like a blimp or something? Okay. Walk to the sheet. Okay, that doesn't help. Look at the sheet.
New sheet. What's the deal here?
There's definitely some repeating dialogue then. Can we use it? No.
About her again?
But can we take it with us?
Forget it.
Alright, so now we have 2 sheets. For unknown reasons. Yeah, there's nothing really over there either, so... I mean, I guess it looks like maybe there's not an insane amount of stuff you have to interact with in this game. And it is old, so it can't be, like, the most complicated thing in the world. Jurassic World, got through that game. Oh, nice. R1.
It's locked.
Wonderful. Well... Where do we go now? There's gotta be, like, another room off...
Christ.
Yep, there is. Okay,
What
I was about to say there had to be
stench.
another room off to the side.
It smells like piss, rotting meat.
Wonderful. Walk to the harness. Look at the
Why is
harness.
this harness wired up to the engine? Is Am expecting me to electrocute myself?
Can I use the sheets with this?
I'd never get the grime off.
I guess not. Use the sheet. I guess not.
I must be going.
You can actually make him do that. Oh, that's funny. Or tell him to. Interesting.
This engine isn't as ruggedly built as it first looked. There's some loose wires hanging out.
Well, clearly the wires are gonna be something. Let's try using the sheet. With the engine.
I don't know what to do with these.
Okay, apparently that's not it either. Is this one the same? Is this gonna say the same thing? Yeah.
This engine, there's some loose wires.
Oh, you can skip dialogue. Okay, that's good to know, just in case if it's a replay type of thing. That's good to know.
The bottle's filling up with a milky liquid from the cage's feeding tubes.
I'm not so sure I want to know. You're probably going to make me figure that out, aren't you, at some point?
This lever is labeled motivator.
Well, let's press it.
My My God.
Oh, yep,
Killing those
that's...
poor creatures in the cages.
That's wonderful. Can I interact with that one as well?
My God. I'm killing those poor creatures in the cages.
Okay, that's probably not a good action then. Can we take the milky fluid? Okay. Can we use the milky fluid?
Bitter stuff. But I feel stronger.
Okay. I'm not sure I want to know.
I'd never get the grime off.
Hey, TJ, we're playing something really weird. There ain't no way in hell I'm getting the best ending, because I have no idea what you have to do to do it. Walk to this. Oh, you have to hit 2 buttons just to go through doors.
Someone sure trashed this place. Must have been one hell of a fight.
And it's a bowl of punch.
Well, this punch smells like gasoline.
Can we take it?
I can't take the whole friggin' world with me.
Very true. Can we use it? Oh.
Did you
Wait,
really
what?
think I'd let you die now when I've intervened every time you attempted
Was I supposed to do
suicide
that?
in the last 109 years? No.
Yeah, obviously they're not gonna let him die,
I'm
but...
sending you back
Was
to
I
the
supposed to
fire
do that?
So that you may languish in your guilt over and over again. This is a hell with no end, Gorrister.
Okay, then. Obviously that's not a game.
Who
The end of the
among
game.
you shall go next?
Wait, is that just it? No, I can play as him again. Okay.
Now, I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful god.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time?
So there goes all my stuff, unfortunately.
Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's
I wonder
too
if that's going to
steady.
be like a common thing.
Probably
It's like a
wants me to
Returnal
jump
type
overboard
thing.
And into...
Well, let's take the note.
Someone must have slipped this under the door. It says,
Yeah, we don't trust anyone here, so let's get out of this room.
Am is playing a dangerous game.
Got the platinum in the Outer Worlds earlier today. Nice! Big ups.
Hey, it disappeared. What kind of game is Am playing this time?
Nicely done with that. I will finish it someday, when I feel like it.
I've never seen anything like this in all...
Okay, so let's go ahead and push the door. Okay, so we can just hit it once. We don't actually have to walk up to it first. We can just go ahead and hit R1 on them. So that's good.
All the cabins are alike.
Now we can take the sheet. And I feel like it probably wants me to look at this book.
My name's printed on the front of this book.
Oh, wait. Do I have to use the sheet with the book? And that'll allow me to pick it up?
I don't know what to do with these.
No?
Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust.
I feel like that book's gotta be something, but... who knows? Alright, next room. Grinding Dead Rising 2. Hey, Top Notch. Oh, yep. I remember that. I remember that trophy. How do I don't want to walk to the mirror. Yeah, it's a little bit finicky about, like, going in and out of rooms. I have an SUV and I must scream. That's about right for that game. That is just about right for that one. If you ever get around to Dead Rising 2 off the record, at the very least, that one has an
Where's
exploit.
the crew? I'm all alone here.
Yeah, at the very least, that one has an exploit. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, so we got our things back. Good. And... oh, I can save. Save one? Okay. So I can at least have manual save, so if I screw up, I guess I can reload that. Actually, can I walk further that way? Let's find out.
My stomach's
Can.
growling.
Oh. That's just right back to here. This doesn't look like that big of an area. There's a staircase we can go up. And then there's 2 doors here. Obviously, we're not going to drink the punch. Clearly, we have to do something with it.
Where's the crew? I'm all alone here.
Another one of these rooms. Look at the pillow. It's a
Something
pillow.
hard under the pillow.
Oh, is it my wiener?
A gun. It's heavy. Heavier than it ought to be.
It's a gun. Looks like a flare gun.
Real
Well, that's
hospital
something.
below you, Am.
I did that off the record exploit a while ago. Oh, nice,
Standard
nice.
Accommodations.
And anything else in here? No, doesn't appear to be. Unless we have to actually look out and see. Yeah,
Jeez.
take a look at that.
That engine's huge.
Got used is by YouTube channel Doobie Streams. Is that for Outer Worlds? If so, definitely I'll check it out. Yeah, now we're gonna have to beat Supernova. That's what I've heard. Like, if you do the right build, you can beat it really quickly.
My stomach's growling.
So it's not that bad.
Someone sure trashed this place.
Hey, Cassie.
Must have been one hell of a fight.
Hey, Invisible. New genre. And I don't mind point-and-click games. But, like, from what I've heard, this is,
Someone
like,
wipe their bloody hands.
a really good one, but also extremely disturbing.
My hands are dry.
Okay, then we need to somehow make our hands wet. We know not to use the punch bowl this time.
This punch smells like gasoline.
We know not to use it this time, because that got me killed last time. Let's look at the chair.
These
See the
chairs
story
are
explained.
all
Like, I've
busted up.
I listened to the book earlier today, so I have at least
What good
heard the
will that
story?
do me?
But I know that this isn't the same as the
Damn,
story.
It's broken.
Like, it's an alternative type of thing.
It's broken.
Can I use the sheet with the bowl of punch? Make a
Never
Molotov?
get the grime off. The bullet in this gun is huge. Damn thing could bring down an
It
elephant.
looks like a flare gun. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to use it at some point. Let's leave this room. Oh!
It stinks in here.
Whoa! Wasn't in here last time. Cookbook! Let's check it out. Very infamous about its plot, lunacy, psychological effects, and the reason behind its name. It's only revealed in the very end. Yeah, like I said, I listened to the book at least, so I know the story of the book.
An old cookbook.
But I don't know anything about the game.
Damn thing.
Excuse me? What did
Damn
you say?
thing looks ready to fall apart.
Useless.
Useless.
That looks like a frying pan. And there's rats.
Friggin' rats swarming all over the food. Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool.
Okay. And what about the pan? Can I take the rats?
Damn rats would rip the flesh right off my hands if I tried to take them.
Yeah, I didn't think so. How about the knife? let's take the knife. If it'll let me. Alright, we got a knife. Look at the oven.
Looks like a gas oven.
Japanese copy of Mafia 2 PS3 should come in Monday. Nice. Can we use the oven?
Gas is shut off.
Okay, so do we need to bring the gasoline to this? Is that what you're telling me? That seems like a rational idea. Game is neither long nor short, just long enough. Yeah, isn't it? I think it's like 3 hours or something if you actually know what you're doing, which I obviously don't.
This looks sharp enough to slice through just about anything.
Though I should be able to get the Platinum Trophy... Well, someone who knows what they're doing could get the Platinum Trophy a lot faster. Let's try the knife with the
I don't
tablecloth.
know what to do with these.
Alright, let's try the knife with the punch bowl.
I just dull my knife.
Okay. I bet you can try to kill yourself with it, but we already saw how that ends last time, so we're obviously not going to try that
I don't know what to
again.
do with these.
Alright, how do I get out of here? Through the door.
My stomach's growling.
Let's go to the... Oh, there's a hatch and a door, so let's go through this door down here. Hey, go, Gorrister, go.
Christ, what a stench.
Alright, I did already look in this room
Smells
previous
like
time.
piss, rotting meat.
Author also worked... Yeah, that's what's crazy about it. Like, he voices Am, which is actually pretty awesome. He also did one of the audiobooks for it.
Milky liquid from the cage's feeding tubes.
Okay, let's take it. Well, we know that hitting these just tortures a bunch of animals, so I feel like that's probably not good for the good ending.
This bottle's filled with the milky fluid used to feed the animals.
Piece of advice, don't get too attached to anyone. Oh, I don't plan to.
My stomach's
Hey,
growling.
sweet. They call the Outer Worlds mediocre, painfully average at best. Yeah, I mean, I feel like some people really like it. Some people
What
don't.
good will that do me?
Look at the hatch.
Whoa.
Oh,
That's a long drop to the ground.
okay. Cool. So there is a staircase to go up. So let's check that out real quick. Today's the last day of you being a teen. Oh, dang.
Grade bags.
You decide what you're going to do for your
inside
cheat
an
meals
airship.
tomorrow. What does the switch do?
A switch. The label says, Emergency Inflation System.
Is that really something we want to hit?
The airbags are already inflated.
Probably not. And the last day of Ramadan. Oh, okay. So yeah, you should be able to actually eat then.
We're at a level altitude.
Okay.
We're at a level altitude.
Cool. Look at the lights.
Some kind of warning light. The label says, Power. It's not lit.
So we gotta restore power then, is what you're telling me.
Someone's
Stitching!
cut this fabric before.
I bet
Stitched
that this is
closed.
where we're gonna use our knife. I'm gonna bet this is where we use our knife.
I've ripped it.
Sure is. Look at the taper.
This leads to a girder sticking out of the airship.
Oh, this is probably not a good idea. Let's save. Because I have no idea what's going to happen if we go out there. Or is it just not going to let me?
No doubt
Oh.
about it now. Am has put me on an Iron Zeppelin.
Interesting.
Why? Why would he give me a chance to escape?
Yeah, enjoy all you can. I did 2 more trophies in Tony Hawk. Stuck on getting the pro scene school map. There's an easy way to do it, but keep messing up. Gotcha. Definitely having strawberry ice cream and Mexican Coke. Inflation switch. Sucks you have a timer during it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a few people in here that do, which is cool.
This must be the Zeppelin's mooring ring.
And can I use it? I don't actually know what that
This must be the
does.
Zeppelin's mooring ring.
Can I use a sheet with it? Oh, I can! Is that the whole goal of this, is collect sheets? Okay, that's clearly something.
This must be the Zeppelin's mooring ring.
That's clearly something.
This sheet doesn't look long enough to reach the end of the spike.
Alright, so... I am actually... possibly doing something correctly here. Oh, that's his heart!
That heart's all wired up like some kind of weird guidance system. And with Am in control, I'm not gonna like where it's taking me.
Okay, can I take his heart?
This sheet doesn't look long enough to reach the end
No,
of
we
the
can't.
spike.
Okay, so he's got to tie himself on. So that means we just need more sheets or something. Okay, I might actually be able to figure something out here. Am I following a guide? I am not. Interesting bees indeed. Can't forget, need to have some oatmeal cookies. Ooh, those can be pretty good. What does the airbag say?
What would happen if this
Get stuck,
gas
better check a
bag
guide.
catch fire?
Oh, I'm sure. What would happen if they catch on fire? Let's find out! Let's find out! Okay, yep, I didn't think so.
You really?
I didn't think that would work. Thankfully, I just saved.
I've intervened every time.
Yeah, thankfully I just saved. I wasn't expecting that to work out well for me, but I wanted to try it.
I'm sending you
And just see what would happen.
back to the fire so that you may languish in your guilt over and over again. This
So
is a
clearly,
hell with no
they
end,
want him
Gorrister.
to be able to kill himself, or Am wants to torment him by killing, or by allowing him to think that he's killing himself. Let's load save game 1. And yeah, that was interesting. I kind of expected that, but I had to at least try it, just to see what would happen. But they could have put a lot more
to escape.
of a thought into this trophy list. I am going to say that. They could have put significantly more thought into this trophy list. You know, stuff like killing Gorrister in several different ways, because apparently that seems to be a theme of this chapter. So there's definitely more stuff that they could have done if they had really wanted to. Alright, let's get out of here. Cheat day, gonna be losing weight more seriously, gotcha. Looked it up, Tony Hawk 3 has a timer, 4 doesn't unless you're in a mission. Oh, okay. Hopefully that means 3 and 4 will be easier. Avengers for $5 at GameStop today. Might go for the Platinum one day. Nice, I don't really know too much with that game. Okay, so there's gotta be something to do with the milk and this potion bowl. I didn't see a poll from you. I don't know if it's possible maybe it just didn't tell me.
Dry.
So if we use the milky fluid,
Stuff, but I feel stronger.
can I keep using it?
Stuff, but I feel stronger.
Or I can swallow it.
Bitter stuff, but I feel stronger.
Okay, that doesn't seem to do anything. And I can't use that with this, so...
Oh, this punch smells
Clearly
like
it's...
gasoline.
I gotta do something with this. Yeah, I don't think I saw any poll, but...
These chairs are all
Very
busted
boring
up.
and grindy for Avengers. Okay, so...
My stomach's growling.
Yeah, we get it, you're hungry. I get hungry too sometimes. Doesn't mean I go and whine about it to everyone. Oh, can I go downstairs? Actually, I might be able to go down the stairs. Oh, nope, that just took me back up. The other possibility is I have to use the gun or something out there, maybe? That's another possibility?
My stomach's growling.
Community tab was... Oh, yeah, you're right, it was. I know that there's stuff in this other room over here, though, that I haven't fully interacted with yet. Oh, some RNG involved as well. Wonderful. Yeah, renamed it post tab, because I've been on that tab a couple of times. Oh, I didn't even see that before.
Here's a key. Must be for opening the cages.
Use it.
It's locked in tight. Wait, here's a sign. To remove key, push lever.
Oh, is that... I feel like that's gonna be bad. Because we saw that just tortures stuff, so...
My God, I'm killing those poor creatures in the cages.
Okay. Now can we take the key?
I've got the key, but the blood of these poor creatures is on my hands.
Well, that's probably not gonna be good for me then. Yeah, there ain't no way in hell I'm actually getting the best ending in this. I wanted to try, but clearly this is gonna be a little too complicated. To do blindly, at least. There ain't no way it's happening blindly. What is this harness? Yeah, that's probably a choice I wasn't supposed to do if I want the best ending.
Why is this harness wired up to the engine? Is Am expecting me to electrocute myself?
Maybe that's what it wants me to do.
I don't know what to do with this. I wouldn't know what to do with it even if I could.
Can I push it?
What good will that do me?
Can I use the knife on it? No. Can I use the gun?
Only one bullet in the gun. I don't want to waste it.
Okay, I can't do that either. We have a key now, though. So, let's try to figure that out. Work on Modern Warfare Spec Ops, and it was rough. Tried Avengers, ridiculously grindy. Haven't made much progress on Vanguard. Veteran doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, Veteran isn't that bad in that game. Site updates itself, same way Microsoft updates Windows. If it's not broken, break it. If it's already broken, shatter it further. He's a little sad that Avengers had no DLC trophies. That's probably going to make a lot of people happier. Now the DSP didn't show up, or show all the leaked DMs, nitpick certain ones. I feel like that's what a lot of people would probably do. Okay, so I'm willing to bet that this key is going to be used here. Because it's the only locked door that I've found so far.
Damn key doesn't fit.
Well, that's not good. Okay then. Key doesn't
My
work.
stomach's growling.
So, what? Did I go in this door? I think I did. Oh, you're saying the Vanguard feels harder this time. Gotcha.
Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool.
It looks like there's something underneath. No, it's not anything I can interact with. Okay, clearly this isn't it
My
either.
stomach's growling.
And clearly this hatch is something important.
Whoa. That's a long drop to the ground.
Okay. Well, clearly we're gonna need that later. Let's go up the stairs. I mean, it's gotta have something to do with that bottle of, like, that punch bowl or whatever it is.
What would happen if this gas bag were to catch fire?
Gee, I wonder what might happen. Wait a minute. I got an idea. Can I use the knife with it? I can.
Gas is rushing out. We're at a level altitude.
I wonder if I have to drop the airship down.
A switch. The label says emergency inflation system. The airbags are inflating.
Oh, yep. I bet that's what we have to do. I bet that's exactly what we have to do. I bet we have to open some of these up and drop the altitude. I bet that's what we have to do.
Something feels
Probably could be
different.
not liking the game, gotcha. Yep, that was the right choice.
Slowly.
Okay.
We're approaching some kind of building.
Whoa! Okay. Oh, we landed? Walk into the honky tonk. Can I not? I don't have enough yet.
This sheet doesn't look long enough to reach the end of the spike.
Oh, no. So now what do I do? I need another sheet. I'm starting to figure this out, though. So if we use the airbag, that is going to be really annoying. So we're not too worried about that. I bet we can use that hatch in the ground now.
Why is that alarm going off?
Gee, I don't know. Oh. Okay.
You really think
So that's not allowed.
intervened every
Got
time
it.
you attempted suicide in the last 109 years?
Good thing I had a save, even though it was a little bit further back than I would have liked it to be. So I don't think that key actually does anything.
So that you may languish in your guilt.
The game with the walkthrough is very short. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I see you just... I'm assuming that's what you just sent to me. I may have to look at that because... The less... I mean,
She'll go next.
I want to try to figure stuff out myself as much as possible, but I think this is going to be one of those games where you're not really supposed to do that. Okay, I am not going to take the key this time because I honestly don't think it does
My
anything.
stomach's growling.
Alright, so I am pulling that up. Yeah, I'm going to look at this and try to figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, there's more in the kitchen. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna try to figure out what I can on my own. But if I get lost anywhere, I am definitely using that guide. Absolutely. So there's a fork here, and we have the knife. We have the knife already. Placed similar to clock tower. It's not a problem to read when you're stuck. Yeah, I definitely will when I get stuck. But like I said, I'm gonna at least try to do a fair bit of it without using it, and I'll just refer to the guide if needed. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with using a guide on an ancient game like this.
That scared them away.
You played stab, stab, stab. Take the bread. That's just a... Oh, there's a bottle there. Hang on. What's the bottle?
It's empty, but the label says poison, fatal if swallowed.
Oh, I got an idea of what to do with that. Can I take that with me? I can. And I bet that's what we're going to put the liquid in.
Fatal if swallowed.
Really? Why do you not let me take it? I'm assuming I can't use the oven.
The gas is shut off.
Yeah, I can't. That's weird. It won't let me take the bottle. Because obviously, there's the bowl of punch here that's poisoned.
Oh, this punch smells like gasoline.
And obviously, that's not... I think we're guide makers from the past. I don't know how people did this stuff back in the past. I seriously can't... Can I use the bottle?
Strange. The bottle's empty.
Then what do you want me to do with it? Can I use the milky... Oh.
Bitter stuff. But I feel stronger.
I feel like that's probably going to end up hurting me in the long run somehow, but... yeah, if I get lost, let's see what to do. Okay, so that key is not necessary. And the bread is also not necessary, apparently. We got the milk. And then... So yeah, we don't need the bloody key, but we have to use the fork on the engine. Okay, then. Yeah, I'm not sure how in the hell people figured this one out back in the day. This is one of the more complicated. Oh, what's that?
This junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. There's blood here and God knows what else. My stomach's growling.
Yeah, we're not going to eat the bread because I feel like somehow that's going to give me like a bad ending. Because that might be like giving in. Well, no, Benny's the one that's hungry though, isn't he? Yeah, I think Benny's the one that's hungry. So can we use the fork with the engines? Yeah, Benny I think is the one that's hungry, so...
The metal in the fork short-circuited the engine wiring.
That's... I don't know if that's safe or not. Wanted to ask, are the DLCs to OG Modern Warfare 3 linked to missions in the campaign? In the OG Modern Warfare 3, there are extra Spec Ops missions. Alright, so now we have to head outside. Up and out. Funny how older games are short, but they stretch the time by being so difficult. Yeah, or just so obscure with what you have to do. Because remember, my first playthrough of Clock Tower, not even getting one of the better endings, took... How long did it take? Like... 3 or 4 hours, probably?
Gas is rushing out.
Alright, so we do have to do this. Alright, use the knives with the airbags. Puzzles back then were ridiculous. Oh, yeah.
Something feels
We were smarter back then, though.
We're approaching some kind of building.
Alright.
I tied the knot too tight.
Okay, so what does that mean? Can I use it?
The sheet doesn't look long enough to reach the end of the spike.
Oh, wait a minute. Are there... Well, first off, are there more... There is another airbag I think I have to cut. So let me do that first. And then we go back outside. Spec Ops where they relate to the campaign.
We're approaching.
I think maybe a few of them are. I don't think most of them are, though. Alright, so we want to do that. Wait, what happened to the other... Did it not... What? Did it not pick up the other one? I thought I picked up both of them. I know I picked up both of them. I know for a fact that I picked up both of them.
The airbags are inflated.
Yeah, I know for a fact that I picked up both of them, so...
My stomach's growling.
Oh, let's go back and... see what the game wants me to do with that, because I know for a fact I picked up both. Unless it just didn't save or something, which it might not have. Okay, so we got the one in here. That's where we got the gun from.
My stomach's growling.
So now we go back this way. And let me recheck these rooms because... I don't know, maybe the game just didn't save it previously? I know we can't go through that one door up top, at least not with that key. Reminds me when we had hotlines. Oh man, one of the Monkey Island games just like makes fun of that, if I remember correctly. Like you actually get a trophy for trying to use it. Okay, so that bunk is cleared. That's the starting room that I think I already checked, but I'll check it again if I have to. I don't know where the other sheet is. We already interacted with that book, but that's not what we have to do. And it won't let me walk to the door for some reason. Game. Game. Any reason why you're not letting me... There it goes. Oh, no. Just walk to the door already. Thank you. Well... I don't get it, like... You're supposed to be... Did I not pick up the original one? No? Okay... I think the game might have bugged, because there's supposed to be 2 sheets, and there's definitely not a second one here. So, like, do I have to restart the chapter? Or is it like... Is this going to be the kind of game that... you can make mistakes, and you have to, like, kill yourself to retry it type of thing? That's what it's starting to look like. Because... Oh, nope. Use it. Because there's only one sheet here now. And there were supposed to be 2. If so, that is really dickish. Yeah, it did bug. It did bug out. Look at that. It actually did bug. Well, that's pretty bizarre.
These 2 sheets make a halfway decent rope.
So it actually did bug out. I'm not crazy for once. Yeah, it actually straight up bugged. Heard about Wings a couple days ago. Had to fight with Kingstar and shoved his wife. Yep, I heard about that. I mean, I highly doubt that he's actually getting fired. I'm pretty sure it's just their next storyline.
My stomach's growling.
Like, I legitimately think it's just their next storyline.
The fork's too bent to be of any use.
Yeah, I suspect that it's probably another one of those that's like... Alright, we got the fork. So now we got to use it to kill the engine. So the punch bowl actually does nothing. Oh, nope, I didn't actually care about the debris. At least we got the rope this time. It's an old game. What was I was expecting games to do that when you do something wrong? Now it's unwinnable. I mean, I don't want to have to use a guide as much as possible, but if I have to use it sometimes, I have to use it, and it is what it is. Alright, let's kill the engines. We don't actually need the bread according to the guide, so we're not going to bother with that.
The metal in the fork short-circuited the engine wiring.
And so I guess this game just, like, commonly just randomly puts items in that you don't actually need.
My stomach's growling.
Yeah, it was definitely all scripted, I'm sure. Like, they're not going to fire him. They'll bring him back after he does some kind of punishment. Because that's what always happens.
Gas
Every game is my #1 hater. No, this is just an old school, janky type of game. Because this was made in the 90s, and the creator bragged about trying to make it unwinnable, by the way. I just thought I'd point that out. The creator wanted to make the game unwinnable.
Something feels different.
And, like, technically speaking, or, like, that was the original plan for it, but then I guess whoever published it decided they didn't want to do that. That's what games did back in the day. Alright, well, let's take Gorrister's heart. And that's a trophy. Treats his wife horribly. Remember the glue when he was playing and his wife came and talked and ignored her. Doesn't surprise me with him. Alright, we got the heart.
This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore.
Cool. That's a trophy. So what's the other one? Wipe his hands from the blood of the animals. Okay, then. Cut the rope with the knife. And then... Can I... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so I was right about having to use the hatch. You just have to do things in a very specific order, which that part doesn't surprise me. So that'll bring the thing down safely.
We've landed. But where?
At Gorrister's. And use the hatch, and then we get outside. Neighbors from Hell, a comedy snowball effect, point-and-click series about doing pranks to your annoying neighbor under 2.5 hours. Start grinding the other ringling just says, whatever.
Some roads.
I mean, I just have to wonder how much of it is actually, like, scripted and stuff. Such a random game. And it's one of the most disturbing games ever. Or it's supposed to be. Here's a bunch of stuff you don't need for anything just to confuse you. Takeshi's Challenge, I don't even know what that is. Alright, so we are actually on to the second paragraph of instructions. Out of 3 for this chapter.
Dark and
Next one
grubby,
only
but
has...
somehow
The rest of
familiar.
them seem to be shorter. Yeah, it looks like this might be the longest episode, at least in terms of the guide. So that's interesting. Look at the jukebox.
Old-fashioned jukebox.
Use the jukebox. Oh, wait. Circles use. Okay, that music is probably copyrighted. So... I hope that's not copyrighted. I'm not going to interact with that again, because it probably is copyrighted.
Cracked linoleum. Broken fixtures. Disgusting.
Look at the urinal. It's a urinal. With stains everywhere.
Graffiti. The woman did the deed.
Interesting. Is that what they all say?
The monster is not alone in the world. It has friends.
That's probably referring to something with AM, I'm sure. How about the mirror?
Broken. Damn spout's twisted. No water is coming out. Big surprise.
Well, I bet that this is where we're gonna somehow be able to wash our hands eventually. Use the stall door. It's a working bathroom. Interesting. Look at the graffiti.
Men are no good.
So was this a woman's restroom? I don't know. Made in the 80s by a Japanese guy who hated video games, so he made a game that's notoriously hard. Oh, okay. I mean, is it at least winnable, and is it like a point-and-click game or something? What's all of this? I definitely saw it give me a... There's one. There is a prompt here. Where was that prompt? Okay, no, I definitely saw a prompt here. And walk any further? No? There's definitely a prompt there. I know the restrooms are gonna matter for something, at least I'm assuming they will. Alright, can we go to the back door? Is there a game that no one's ever beat? The Campaign for North Africa. It's a board
You've seen
game.
better days. So is the big machine, for that matter.
And the dog is now talking. Wonderful.
There's more interesting rubbish to sift through, Gorrister. Does that...
Use.
There aren't any bodies buried.
Oh, so he's a serial killer of some kind, probably. Can we talk to the jackal?
What are you?
I'm man's best friend.
Oh, it's an
Whatever
adventure
that
game. Oh, okay.
Where do you come from?
Here, there, everywhere.
Real helpful. It's kind of tough to... since we're not on a mouse.
So you must know what lies across the mountains.
Freedom for some. If they're cut out for it. It's a long journey across the desert.
Interesting.
That desert doesn't look any worse than the other hellholes Am's cooked up for us.
Heed my words, Gorrister. You'd
Never make it alone. Well, good to know then.
And don't expect me to be a good doggy and tag along.
What do you want?
I have a craving. A craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps. Yours.
Alright,
I've got nothing more to say to you.
I feel like I'm probably not supposed to do that. There's supposed to be a
There's more
shovel out
interesting
here.
rubbish to sift through, Gorrister. Does that give you some food for thought?
I wonder if you could feed him the bread if you had brought it along. There's the shovel.
I don't know what to do with this.
Take the shovel.
Careful where you use that, Gorrister.
Understood.
I'd like
I
to
will be
know where all
careful.
the bodies are.
One life for the whole game and using cheats will kill you. Oof. Alright, let's head back inside. We have a lot of items now. Okay, yeah, like, there's 100% something there that we're supposed to interact with. But it just, like, flashes up for, like, a quarter of a second. There it is! That's what we want. Okay, so we got the whiskey. Now we have to go back into the restroom. Permadeath is so amazing. It sure is.
It's broken.
Okay.
I wouldn't know what to do with it even if I could take it.
Push the urinal?
What good will that do me?
Swallow the
I
urinal?
must be going mad. Filthy.
It says there's supposed to be a magnifying glass in there, but maybe I just can't get it yet. So I can't use that part of the sink.
Big surprise.
But I still suspect that that's probably...
Damn spout's twisted.
Yeah, do we have something that could open that up? Talk to Harry. I don't know who that is. Alright, I think we've done everything we can inside of here, so... let's head back outside. Or is the dog... is that the dog? It might be the dog, actually. I didn't catch the dog's name, unfortunately, so that might actually be what it is.
No. What are you, really?
Let me answer with a riddle. Today I saw a Chinaman. Now what do you suppose that means?
Your Am.
Am. Playing with my mind again.
No, but I do have an in with the big machine. He and I are like brothers.
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Like so many others down here, I'm cursed to speak in riddles.
Weird.
We all have our curses to bear.
Override some of the things you need to do take 2 hours.
Yeah? What's my
Ooh, that sounds
curse?
terrible then.
After 109 years in the belly of the beast, I'd think you'd have a gut instinct by now.
Look, I'm getting tired of your smart mouth.
Come, Gorrister. Forgive and forget.
So he wants us to forgive ourselves?
I'm not gonna give you my heart.
No? Too bad. I was going to tell you how to get across the mountains in exchange.
I feel like actually doing that isn't something we have to
I got
do.
nothing more to say to you.
I don't see that actually being a thing. At least not yet. Maybe later.
My stomach's growling.
Okay, so we can go back on here. But that's not it. There's something else down here. Because the guide says something named Harry, but... unless that's the Jackal... It's on the NES. Oh, God. That was probably even worse then. So yeah, 100% we gotta do something in here. Huh. So yeah, there's someone we need to talk to, but I'm not... I don't see him. Because the guide says to talk to someone named Harry, but there's no one with that name here, so... Is a ghost gonna show up? 46 other people did it after you for Wolfenstein 2's German version? Oh, okay. That's really unfortunate then, because that means it's definitely, again, getting more common than it would like it to be.
A shovel.
A shovel!
Whiskey. Harry used to guzzle this stuff like it was tap water.
Who's Harry? Is it the dog? Let me save? In case this is not the right option?
This whiskey tastes good.
Oh, that was not the right option.
Am would never let us have this.
I feel like that's not the right option. What you need to do in the game is divorce your wife. And therefore you're gonna have to find something else that'll be your rarest. Yeah, I feel like just telling it that... Okay, so... Enter the bar, visit every place, get the whiskey, and talk to Harry. There is no... He's different from the Jackal, according to this guide, so it's not him. Unless there's another... There might be another door somewhere? So yeah, that's the front door. Can you make sure there's not another door? No, it's just the restroom and the back door. She can't walk that way, so... Let's go back on the airship. I honestly don't know.
Stomach's growling.
I think we gotta go back on the airship. And figure out who this character is. Oh, and we've got like a full inventory now, too, which is kind of an issue.
My stomach's growling.
Okay, that doesn't help.
My stomach's growling.
Okay, I get it. Your stomach's growling. You don't have to keep telling me. Again, I feel like if I do that, it's gonna, like, be a bad choice. More people are trying to get the plaid. I mean, it is cool, but it's just unfortunate for everyone who wants it for how rare it is. Can... Oh, nope, I didn't mean to do that. Let's try to talk to it. No. Well, let's go back and check all these rooms again, because now it's like... Who's Harry supposed to be? And... The guy did not make that very clear. No, nothing here. That show's not as hard as people think. Yeah, that's what it sort of seems like these days. Whenever you platinum Black Ops 3, that'll be your rarest. And that'll be a very solid one to have done. And there's nothing down here to interact with. There's nothing else in the, like, engine room area over there, so... And we can't go through that top door. It's locked. Can I walk out here? I cannot. It almost looks like I can get down here, though, with that...
Everything's coated with grime. It's locked.
Yeah, I can't go through that door, so...
My stomach's
What about
growling.
Vanguard in World War II? Okay, let's go to this door, because I feel like there's a character that's supposed to be showing up that isn't showing up. Nothing in here.
My stomach's growling.
Go back up the stairs? How long do I think that's gonna take? Do you mean like Black Ops 3 and that stuff, or this game? In this game, I honestly don't know, because it seems like things are completely bugged out. It says to talk to someone named Harry, but there is no one with that name here, so...
We've landed next to some honky-tonk.
Most of us don't actually refer to it by that way, Mr. Gorrister, sir. Probably a few years. I always do Crypt of the Neck. Yeah, you could do Crypt of the Necrodancer, sure. That would be a super duper ultra rare, like 0.01%.
My stomach's growling.
I mean, in all honesty, again, I don't think Black Ops 3 is quite as hard as people make it out to be. It's annoying, it takes time, but I wouldn't say it's as hard as some people make it out to be. Yeah, I don't know what it wants me to do. The guy isn't helping. This is a 1.14 or 44. My rarest now, I guess, is I guess it's still Far Cry 2. It actually lets me go there?
You've borne me to the edge of my fragile patience, Gorrister. Back.
What?
Back to the fire with you until you fathom my intrigues. Who among you...
So he can just do that to you? That's interesting. Well, that's kind of interesting. Yours is a .53. Push the stall door? No, we already did that. And there's something in the urinal, but it won't let me extract it now, so... I mean, there's nothing else I can interact with. Except the jukebox, but that's not what it is. So they're trying COD Ghost Platinum this time for PS4. And be careful with it.
Jukebox.
Okay, do I have to use the whiskey?
This whiskey tastes good. Am would never let us have this.
What am I supposed to do?
My stomach's growling.
That takes you back into the ship.
What good will that do me?
I'm using the guide invisible. It's mentioning a character that isn't there. That's the problem, is it's telling me about a character that isn't even there. Get down through the hatch, enter the bar, visit every place, find the shovel. I found the shovel. Get the whiskey, and talk to Harry. There is no character named Harry here. So, is it bugged? Did they just completely break the port? That's kind of what I'm thinking with this, because, like, you had that first thing earlier on where the rope just disappeared. And now there's no character named Harry here. So...
I must be going mad.
So we can talk to the jackal.
Tell me how to get across the mountains.
I'm hungry. Perhaps a taste of your heart will put me in a more...
And I feel like that's not the option, because you can't go that way. I saved, so let's just see what happens.
I think I'll save this delicacy for later. You want to get across the mountains? Go to the restroom and flush 3 times.
Okay. That's not what the guide said to do. The guide says there's someone named Harry.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
But I think that portrait turning green is a good thing. I think that's actually supposed to happen. $27 COD Platinums now? That's a lot. Okay, flush 3 times.
Meat locker.
What the
How'd I
fuck?
get? Bodies on meat hooks. Am, you bastard. What have you done? Okay, so this guide is wrong.
Yeah, this guide's wrong. Completely wrong.
That's Edna, my mother-in-law.
Yeah, that guide's completely wrong, then.
No, this is too good.
Ooh, send new one? Okay, awesome. Very cool. Yeah, that's completely wrong, so...
That's Edna, my mother-in-law. No, this is too good to be true.
Wait, how do I get back?
Damn thing's frozen solid. I'd break my teeth. Damn thing's frozen solid. I'd break my teeth.
Can I, like, teleport out of here? Oh. Okay. You guy got updated 2 days ago? Okay, so good. So I'm not going crazy. Alright, so now, apparently we need to use the jukebox.
He took my baby away, then just about killed her, that stupid truck driver! He took my baby!
Alright, well now we have a good guide.
That shrill voice can only belong to that bitch Edna, my mother-in-law. She's
Okay.
always blamed me for Glynis being put into an insane asylum. Why not?
And then... it takes two to tango.
Take me dancing.
That's what Glynis said the night we fought. Oh God, why'd I have to hit her? I'd rather kill myself than hurt my poor Glynis.
Alright, so... once we do that, we can do that, and then re-enter.
That's Edna's husband, Harry.
So that's how you do it. Yeah, so that other guide's completely wrong. Well, it's like how with Clock Tower, no one else has ever confirmed that theory we have about interacting with the crow with the, like, broom in that one hallway might actually screw you out of the good endings. Oh,
I must be going mad.
I don't want to swallow my person here. Harry, how did you get here?
How did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Sadness.
Looks like there's a
We have
thunderstorm
7 coming out
on
this
the
year, so we all
horizon.
get to suffer through dead ops for, yep, round 5-12 without dying, probably.
What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunder.
What's this about?
You know, it's a big...
Let me pour him a drink using the whiskey that we got. It's not like a mouse, though. You can't make these, like, super precise movements here, unfortunately.
Pour you a drink.
Then choose... how did he get here?
Whose heart was...
Why, yours.
Harry, how did you get here?
The Zeppelin, Gorrister.
What happened in the
happened
dining room?
I shouldn't have let her force me into it.
Who did you kill?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Let me pour you a drink. Who did you kill?
Didn't look at the wreckage in the dining room too closely, did you? Or haven't you had to take a leak yet?
Alright.
Talk to you later.
Let's go into the restroom then. Little by little, is any character... oh, okay, cool. Yeah, all good. I mean, like... this is an old game. It sucks when you have bad guides.
I wouldn't know what to do with it even if I could take it.
Take the magnifying glass. Thank you. Now we return to the airship. We'll play as whoever's up next in the line, pretty much, is what we're going to do. Alright, let's head back inside.
My stomach's growling.
Alright, so we need to head into the kitchen. Sorry, but COD Black Ops Cold War killed you inside after going through Dead Ops Arcade 3. I mean, maybe it won't be. Maybe the next one won't be as terrible. We'll see. Alright, so now we're going to use the magnifying glass on the debris in here. Scroll down to the end of the guide. You can find the false end, dead end bug.
It's the same.
Well, I don't really care that much about what ending I get as long as I end up getting the platinum trophy is more what matters. But I'm still going to play through the whole game because it's such a bizarre game. Return to the bar and talk to Harry again.
My stomach's growling.
His meter is looking good, though. Like, we might actually be on track for a really good ending. I think the caveman is next. I think that's Benny, isn't it? Save. There it goes. Alright, so now, talk to Harry. I was the one you killed, wasn't I? You bastard!
I was the one you killed, wasn't I, you bastard?
I'm sorry, Gorrister. Edna poisoned the punch, and after you drank it, I wrestled you to the ground. When the poison took effect, I cut you open.
Then we say, why did you kill me?
Oh, it's too complicated for me to...
Are you sure you can't? Well, we know where Edna is from,
Talk to you
previously, so... And we've already spoken to the Jackal. We've given up our heart. And then we go into the meat freezer. So, we're on the right track now. Okay, so we're back in the meat freezer. Aren't plats supposed to be hidden behind unlocking everything? Usually they are, but this one really didn't do anything with it, surprisingly. Edna, you bitch. I know all about your plot to murder me.
I know all about your plot to murder me.
I had to make a deal with Am. I had to.
Right.
It's been harsh on you, I admit. Let's help each other now.
I don't know if I can trust you. Why should I trust my own murderer? That's a very good question.
Alliances change.
They do the unspeakable and make you go through an absurd round and an absurd number.
Am's two Conrads don't
Advanced
listen
start
to
isn't
me
going to be a
anymore.
thing. They might. If they get enough backlash and complaints, they
You
might.
need me. It's that simple.
Alright, so now we have to take her down from the meat hook.
You truck-driving son of a bitch! This is for me.
Let me go, and please, I'll do anything.
Let me go.
I got you now, Gorrister. And if you think you'll ever escape me, you've got some new thinking to do.
Please,
I'll do anything you ask.
I don't know what's come over me, Gorrister. Can you ever forgive me? I've been hanging here for so long, I'm not thinking straight. A sip of that milk will clear my head.
Okay, so the guide says not to do that. Because apparently that'll get you killed. So, no, I don't trust you.
Gorrister, let me down or I'll scratch your eyes out, you worthless excuse for a man!
And now she will drop a key.
Edna, you dropped a key.
Hand me back that key and let me down! I'm your only hope of getting out of here!
Sorry, Edna. I don't trust you as far as I can spit.
Let me prove my good intentions. I'll let you go. Now give me the key.
Let's tie her up with the rope.
Untie me, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your spleen out!
I'm taking you with
That's
me.
wonderful. He just stuffed her whole body into his inventory. Okay, then. Interesting. He literally just... He just picked up her body and put it in his pocket. Because that's normal. That's entirely a normal thing that you have happen. Oh, that's hilarious. Never judge a story before hearing both sides. Yeah, but at this point, given how much I struggled with this... I need to make sure I know how to clean my hands. Well, the other guy did actually mention how to do that, so... We should be able to clean our hands using the tablecloth now. We'll see if it actually is true or not. You must have huge pockets, yeah. Alright, it says he should be able to clean his hands now using the
My
tablecloth.
hands are dry.
Yeah, that's the problem. His hands are dry, so... That guide is completely wrong in, like, every place. The original one.
My stomach's
Obviously
growling.
not the new one. But the old one's, like, literally wrong in every place. Oh, okay. So we have to get the bloody key, and then wipe our hands clean, the way this is sounding.
It's locked in tight. Wait, here's a sign. To remove key. push
Interesting. Use the lever.
lever. Nothing's
Yeah, that shouldn't
happening.
do anything now, so... That keeps the animals alive.
I've got the key, but the blood of these poor creatures is on my hands.
I mean, it's not, because there's no animals were hurt in the making of that, so... And a legendary
stomach's
treasure inside a
growling.
rat. So the chest is a mystical sword with consciousness pocketing your wife into your pocket. It's not unusual. True. Alright, so now we can wipe our hands clean.
I've washed my hands of the past.
And that's a trophy. Awesome. And that helps us with our good ending.
My stomach's growling.
Okay, so next thing we need to do is use her key to reach the other door in here. Use Edna's key with the locked door.
So many dials and controls.
Use the logbook. and read the second entry.
It's fastened to the cockpit with a damn wire.
I didn't actually mean to try to take it, but let's use it. So we want to read the second entry.
Just deliver Gorrister's soul on a platter. I can make...
I'll be damned. Edna's claimed responsibility for Glynis. Maybe it wasn't my fault after all.
Okay then. Interesting. So now that we've done that... So now we have to take the milk back to the woman that we tied up. I guess now that she can't really get to us or
My
anything.
stomach's growling.
God, we're almost 2 hours in and we're not even done with the first of 5 levels, but I mean that's entirely because I wasn't following a guide for the first like 3/4 of it and the first guide was wrong, so... I might need to write a trophy guide for this game if no one's already working on one, because it seems like the kind of game that's definitely going to need one. For people who have never played the game before, because this is easily one of the most obscure sort of things out there. Alright, so go back to the meat freezer. Give Glynis the milky fluid. Is that this one? Yes.
She can't talk. All she can... My God, what...
So we have to give her... Give the milky fluid to Glynis.
This fluid should revive you, honey. Glynis, what has Am done to you, honey?
Alright, so now... we take her. Or talk to her. Is that what we do?
Glynis, all these years, and I thought I was the one who was...
So at least he's at
responsible
peace
for
now,
this.
which is good.
Let me help you now.
Aw, how sweet. It's a corpse.
At least I finally made amends with her. I'm taking her body out of this...
And now we're shoving her body into our pockets. Oh, so we're supposed to use the magnifying glass on the beef carcass. Give me the beef! I want the
organs are
buff.
Still inside. Reminds me of when Am ripped that hole open in Benny's chest.
Use the knife to obtain a heart
Am
from
sewed
here.
Back up again before he bled to death. That bastard's never gonna let us die. He's just...
Well, maybe we get the best possible ending. Probably not.
One heart looks like another.
True, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not. Alright. Now we have to go talk to the jackal again. And we tell it that we found Edna and Glynis.
I found Edna and...
Such information comes at a price. Your heart?
And we can give him the beef heart, apparently.
Ah, this is Edna's heart. A bitter organ, but worth its weight in gold to me. I give you your heart back.
So that'll improve our meter again. Choose. So how do I get out of here? And I don't understand your riddle.
How do I get...
A heart brought you here, but it will take another...
I don't understand your riddle about another organ.
Ah, but Edna does. And all the other animals like her.
Okay. Everything's clearer from reading.
I read Edna's logbook, and everything's
Bury
much
the
clearer.
past.
Now what?
You must make amends and bury the past, Gorrister.
Well, even I can understand that one. Use the shovel with the ground and dig a hole. You got to go dig those holes. Then use Glynis's body with it. And so now we have to use Edna's body with the harness back on the ship. Let's save again. Luckily, it looks like this might actually be the longest of the 5 scenarios, so that's good.
My stomach's growling.
And of course, if I get lost in the future, I'm going straight to the guide, instead of just getting completely lost for an hour. But hey, we got all 3 trophies for this scenario, so that's good. And now we're going to use Edna's body with the harness.
I'll be damned. The engine's starting up again.
Alright, so now we gotta head back up to the engine room. Or not the engine room, the, what's it called? The top room. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for finding a good guide. I would be completely lost without that, because this is one of the most insane games I've ever played in all of that sense. Alright, so now we use the switch.
The airbags are inflating.
Now we go to the cockpit. And we're almost done with this episode. The first of
My
5.
stomach's growling.
What game am I excited for this year aside from GTA? Ghost of Yotai. I cannot freaking wait. That is a day 1. Absolutely day 1. And then there's a Tamagotchi Life game coming out in 26. I wish it was coming out this year. But it's coming out next year. I can't freaking wait for that. I seriously have to use the key again to go in. Why wouldn't it just stay unlocked? Alright, so we go back in here. Push the ignition lever. And then go to the airbag room. Is that this? And we're back up in the air. Thunderstorm seems
We're
quite
taking
dangerous. So now, we're going to head back up to the top and go outside.
My stomach's growling.
Yeah, Ghost of Yotai is my big game for this year along with GTA 6, but I mean, I still don't think GTA 6 is going to come out this year. I honestly don't think it's going to come out this year. Talk to the Jackal.
Blow the place apart.
Interesting. Use the flare gun on the honky tonk. And that's how we end it.
You're made of sterner stuff than I calculated, Gorrister. Interesting. Here's a new burden for you while I attempt to resolve this miscalculation.
All right. So we solved the first of 5 scenarios.
She'll go next.
And he's done. Next up is Ellen. So Ellen is next. The yellow hysterical for very good reason.
You'd like to be, but a strong faith, strong. Too bad you've hindered your own life with...
Well, I can kind of understand why she's traumatized, Am.
Because I like you. I really do. I really like you. You're my favorite, Ellen. Let's play a little game of what if. Let's play a little game of I suppose and you suppose, and perhaps I'm telling you the truth. Let's suppose...
Mafia of the old
that my
century,
original
or country.
component
Hope that more gameplay footage comes out. Fair enough. Very end of the page and click on Ellen. Okay, yeah.
infant computer
I actually just clicked on that.
with the 3 lobes of that
So we're
first
ready for
strong
Ellen.
mind. And further, let's suppose that if you find them,
But of course, I don't want to use the guide unless I have to.
destroy them. And if you destroy them, why then, my sweet Ellen, you'll kill
But yeah, I can
me.
see how you could probably
You'll
get this
kill
platinum
Am.
pretty
You'll
quickly,
destroy the god
since you
of
literally
this
don't even have
heavenly
to
place
beat
I
the
know
game.
you've come to admire. Now, I submit, isn't that a mission?
Okay,
Mother
It's Pyramid.
ugly machine. Mission worth undertaking. So it brings me here, junkyard, electronic, and yellow.
oh, I know why it does, because I have heard that part before, but... Use the door. Let's roll.
Snap, crackle, pop. Must be a glitch in the circuitry.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Fried eggs.
Eggs are good if they weren't so damn expensive, even though they've been going down in price finally.
Very attractive decor. Just like the monitors in the security station at Ingsai Engineering. Hated it then, hate it now. Nothing green, just this damn yellow.
Alright. Let's see. What can we interact with? Is it just the monitors? Let's take a look at it.
Each of these video monitors has a 2-channel selector switch.
Interesting. What's this? Wiring.
Loose wires. Looks like they're hot.
I mean... Is that gonna kill me if I use it? I'm gonna save, just in case. Because I don't have any, like, anything rubber-based. Use?
Thank goodness I was an electrical engineer.
Oh, she was?
I
Oh,
managed to
okay,
burn the
well,
wires without frying myself.
that makes more sense then. Moon logic puzzles, a guide is a must. Moon logic puzzles are logical nonsense. Puzzles in broken sword point and click games are moon logic puzzles. Okay, so we did that. Let's go here.
I can't stay here. I gotta get out.
Okay, apparently that's not where we're going yet.
Pain, like a bad meal come to life. And the yellow. Why is everything so damned yellow? And why does it terrify me so? Paralyze me so?
Okay, we can't go that way, so it must be something back this way. You gonna let me walk out of here? There we go.
Still thirsty after all these years.
Was that water running last time? Wait. Can I do anything with the water? Go and push the electronic bricks where the secret passageway was to reveal stairs going down? Alright, so use the bricks.
What good will pushing it do? Better to conserve my energy. Now what am I supposed to do with this?
How about this set?
Yeah, fat lot of good that'll do me. Duh.
Okay, so according to the guide, I missed something in this room. There's a monitor I have to interact with first. Push the 4th monitor.
Sure, baby. Show me where I just been. Show me the water I can't get to with my bare hands.
Alright then. So I guess that's what we were supposed to do.
Yeah. Still thirsty after all these years.
And then we push the bricks on the right side.
What good will pushing it do?
Okay.
Better to
Why is
conserve
that
my
not
energy.
working?
Now what am I supposed to do with this? Now what am I supposed to do with this?
Okay. Am I still not doing something correctly? Go back to the monitor then.
Each of these video monitors has a 2-channel selector switch. Sure, baby. Show me where I just been. Show me the water I can't get to with my bare hands.
Okay, that doesn't help. Does pushing it do anything? Ah!
Hit the lottery! Ooh, a secret passage. Oh my.
Discover the secret passage. Okay, that's a trophy. So we just have to try to quench her thirst now. And that's actually the only other trophy in this, so I'm assuming that we can try to make her drink water? And that'll potentially get me the last trophy? For her scenario, which is super easy compared to the other scenarios. Can I use the water?
I knew it!
Yep.
You son of a bitch, Am! You fixed it so I can barely touch the water with my fingertips.
Alright, so that's actually all the trophies for Ellen's chapter, which is kind of insane. Like, it takes literally like 2 minutes to get through her chapter.
I don't want to go down there.
I don't really care how much you don't want to go down there. Go.
An Egyptian burial chamber? Oh, Am, you little Dickens. As an interior decorator, kiddo, don't give up your day job.
I thought you were an electrical engineer. Try to use the keypad. Alright then.
Stand clear.
Alright, so we already got all the trophies for this chapter, so we don't have to concern ourselves as much with stuff. Let's talk to the statue. Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, we already got the trophies here, so it doesn't actually matter what I choose. So let's see what I can do here. Anubis. I remember the House of Anubis show on Nickelodeon. It was actually one of Nickelodeon's much more unique shows back in the days. You'll never get laid with that line of stuff. Wait, what?
I'm
not a grave robber.
What purpose could you have?
I won't steal and
I only guard the...
you'll never get laid with that.
Okay,
kind of stuff
I don't know if that was correct
Take
or
care of your
not.
unborn self. Bye now.
Okay, according to the guide, I should be able to say something else here,
You'll
but...
never get laid with that line of stuff, Anubis. Take care of your own boy.
Stand clear.
Do I have to look at him first?
Some other time, Anubis, honey. Well, surprise. All the...
Aha. Yep. So we know he's a robot then.
You are only a robot, not some bogus Egyptian god. Obey me.
I serve
You mean Am?
Who is the master? Is it Am?
Am is all. We live in the mind and...
Come on, give me a... You seem to be the only thing that isn't run by Am. You know what hell is, and I'm in it.
I serve only the master.
I guess he's just gonna keep repeating it. Yep, we're the lady now. The one female character.
That line of stuff, Anubis. Take care of your own boring self. Bye now.
Okay, well, now where we go? Is there any other rooms here? Oh, there is. Okay, yeah, I was about to say there had to be more here. Because that wasn't going to be particularly helpful.
Dry, musty and yellow for a change. No wonder they can't rent this place. Not even with a lovely spa upstairs.
Okay.
This could go on for centuries. Am has all the time in the world. All the world in the world, as a matter of fact. And we never age. We never die. We just truck around day after month after year, don't we, Am, you son of a bitch? Demented god, you!
Okay, then. Apparently there was something in this previous room I was supposed to try to do. Like picking up this piece of yellow fabric. If the game will actually... Thank you.
No, I can't. Gotta get out of here. Oh, another panic attack. I feel so ashamed.
Okay, so now, back into the passage. She should pick it up now. This is so awkward without a mouse. This is super awkward without a mouse.
I've got to face the yellow.
Hey, Timothy, gonna try and flat Red Dead 2. No online trophies for the PS4 version, which is nice. Or Red Dead 1, I mean. Excuse me, I read that wrong. Let's take the forceps.
Bolted to the table.
I wanted the forceps, not the table. Alright then. Guess we can head back upstairs now. Still gotta do the PS3 version. Yeah. I mean, I did the PS3 version, I still gotta do the PS4 version, and there's 4 different versions of it. Apparently that's Illusion's next thing that he's trying to do, is trying to play all of the... all the Rockstar Platinums that are still obtainable. Use the cloth to wear it like a blindfold and enter the room on the right.
Just the right size to use as a blindfold. If I'm gonna die,
Interesting.
at least I won't see that sucker coming.
Alright, let's walk to the passageway.
Sphinx is gone. Don't hear him anywhere. Mutes the hell out of all the yellow, too. Now, where's that big loving cup?
So there's a cup we have to pick up in the middle.
If I had to look that bloody beast in the eye.
Looks like she's going to pick it up on her own. The online will suck, but can get it done sometime.
I got the cup. What do I do?
I didn't have to do any of that. So I'm assuming that we're going to use that for water. I'm assuming it's going to, like, somehow let me do that.
water. I need... Oh, of course.
Only ones you can't do are Max Payne 3 and Midnight Club, LA. That sounds about right. Alright, let's save our game. Is this actually going to work? Let's hope that works, because that's the only thing I can think of that you would do with a cup, but it also could be a useless item.
You're blindfolded, moron.
Dang, that was, like, super unnecessary. What the hell? Did the game crash? Huh? You know, I feel like this is the kind of thing the game would do just to fuck with me. But at the same time, is this like a legitimate... Is this supposed to happen? Or is it the game actually crashing? Like, I don't actually know with this game. I actually don't know. I think it's a crash. I think it's a game crash. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I think that was a game crash. Well, that was a... I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if that was a legitimate thing, though. Let's be honest here, I wouldn't have been surprised if that was a legitimate thing, because that's the kind of shit I expect from this game at this point. We've already gone through a toilet into a meat freezer and stuffed a woman into our pocket, so that shouldn't surprise me anymore. How is it that I'm so good at breaking games? I definitely do it more than some people do.
Oh, I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach
Yeah,
the
I don't
water.
think that was supposed to happen.
Oh,
I mean,
course.
I could totally see the game fucking with you in that way. It's 100% the game that would do that. But I don't think that it was supposed to do that.
Just reaches. Now I can get a drink.
Oh, is this going to affect me? It's not necessary, but it stops her from complaining. Sounds good.
That was great. Best champagne I ever had. I need another. That was great. Best champagne.
Well,
I
yep,
ever
we broke the
had.
game, so that's
I
a
need
that's a
another.
great way to go tonight.
And-
Alright, so now we need more water, apparently. But now she should stop
Just
complaining, at least.
Now I can get a drink.
So... I guess we use some of these items on the robot guy. Can I use the forceps on him? Probably not, but... That's just gonna tickle his boner?
Stand clear.
Yeah, I think that's just gonna tickle his boner. Using this isn't gonna do anything, because that's just gonna blindfold me, so can I... Oh, wait, he's a robot.
The water shorted up
Duh,
the central
yep.
circuitry.
That makes sense. We should go for the Platinum in GTA 5 on PS3. It'd be cool to have it twice. Well, you can get it on PS4 and PS5, right? Is that it?
Some other time, Anubis, honey. I'd check out what you'd be wearing under
The
well,
loose wires.
all the motherboard.
Can I extract that?
Welcome
Yeah, I
to
can.
my
Okay.
land, little rom chip. Yeah, it comes out easy. Must be reprogrammable.
Interesting. So can I use the keypad now?
This keypad reminds me of the security system we used at Ingsci Engineering to gain access to the restricted areas.
Can I actually use it? I feel like none of that's going to be correct. Let's go to the next passage. I feel like none of those are going to be correct, honestly. So I don't... Is there anything else in here? Is there anything in the urn? And yeah, you can auto-pop it on PS5, that's true.
Used to store the holy entrails after the mummification of a body. And they said a liberal education wouldn't help me get a job.
It also got you stuck here with AM forever, so I'd say you failed.
Nice decoration. Damned if I know what it is, though.
Okay. How about the...
This looks like a programming
Whoa.
area. Home at last.
I feel like I'm not supposed to be here yet. Go back to the passageway? Let me guess, is she gonna run away?
Doesn't have to be so damn yellow.
Don't want to do it on PS5. Criminal Mastermind. Yeah, that's the big thing, is like, I would have auto-popped it by now, but honestly... I just don't want to play Criminal Mastermind ever again. There's something here. A gem. Can I take it? Or is that going to kill me? Oh, no, let me take it. Interesting, okay. Alright, I'm going to pull up the guide again. Remove the blindfold and go through the doorway on the right. Okay, let's save. But yeah, like, after seeing... I saw Nick suffer through it, and I felt his pain on that. Because of some of the bullshit I dealt with. Use the gem on the left workstation to power it up, and then the ROM chip to insert it. So use the gem with the leftmost workstation.
Absolutely. Glows like a baby doll. Pucker up, little workstation.
Then use the ROM chip on it. Okay.
Little yellow ROM chip fits into the socket perfectly.
And now we use the workstation.
Anubis Guardian version 1.0. Designate
A new master? Humanity makes the most sense. Although, doing myself... Oh, that's actually what the guide says, humanity.
Burning in new master. ROM chip reprogrammed.
Alright. Use the Oh, we have to take that chip back. Wonderful.
Haven't lost my touch. Pulled
And
out
we give
the
it back
ROM
to the
chip
Anubis
back there.
statue. Okay. Sounds good. Hey, Zinky! How's it going? We've been bumbling around for almost 2.5 hours in this game at this point. And we're not even through the second scenario. But I haven't missed a trophy yet. So that's good. Even though we don't actually have to beat the game to get the
Back
platinum.
where you belong, little ROM chip.
Try not to follow the guide as much now. Since we got the trophies, at least for this chapter. So now, who is the
Now, who's
master?
I serve you.
Good boy.
Okay.
What's the
so
access
what's
code?
The access code?
The access code is 666.
Of course it is.
It figures.
Yeah, why am I not surprised?
So?
Can you help
Can
me
you
with
help
anything?
With anything?
You cannot escape your fears. You can only confront them.
Oh, that was rude. Let's use the keypad then. Let's use the access code.
That sounds like a lock mechanism release.
Says you have to type it twice?
Nothing's happening.
Okay. So can I use the sarcophagus?
I went to the Tut exhibition. I wasn't scared. Small box.
Oh, so she's claustrophobic. Oh, that's a pretty normal fear to have.
You ain't got no choice, Ellen girl.
Alright, we're in.
To be the way.
Putting up some Elden Ring for pure fun. Nice, nice. Working on Jump King. I saw Nick's playthrough of that. Didn't look like the most fun of experiences.
Control panel and the buttons for the floors. I'm gonna suffocate if I stay in here. I want out!
Chill out, Ellen. I'm assuming I have to hit all of these.
You were born in Trenton, New Jersey. You were a cesarean. Your mother died on the operating table. You went to live with your grandmother.
Damn, that sucks.
You graduated a year early from high school. You were the salutatorian of your class. 10 different colleges offered you scholarships. Nothing but high hopes.
So
for
she's
you.
very smart. But apparently not smart enough to avoid being killed by Am, or
You
captured by
graduated
Am.
college cum laude. You were the only woman in your class
Come,
ever to
Lord.
use dope. You were a 3.8 grade student. More high hopes.
I wasn't quite a 3.8, but I never used dope.
You won your master's, combined degree in computer science and engineering. You had a greater facility with algorithms than with social grace. You have had sex only twice in your life.
But I'm assuming that it's not a positive thing from what I've heard of her
You
character.
married Eddie. He wasn't as smart as you, not as quick as you, not as hopeful of doing great things as you. But
Yeah,
he
that's
was
definitely a
nice
hard
about
goal to
you,
go for,
and
so
he
good luck
treated
with
you
it.
like fine wine. The miscarriage. Breech birth. The child never had a chance. You went into a dark retreat and sat in the empty rooms waiting for you don't know what.
Well, that's depressing.
Eddie leaves. He tried, he really tried, but you wouldn't come out of it. He couldn't say anything to make you stop crying in the dark, so he finally left. The divorce was uncontested. You could still smell his tweed jacket in the closet.
Okay.
You had to make a living. You applied at Ingsci Engineering. Your credentials were still good, and you made a good impression. And the woman who hired you also lost a child. Your hopes were reawakened.
Yeah, this is about as depressing as I was expecting.
You left your office after working late at the Ingsci corporate headquarters building. The elevator stopped at the 7th floor for a maintenance man. To your horror, he
Yep.
inserted his key into the control
That's
panel
why she fears the
and
color yellow. Uh-oh.
I'm back, Ellen.
The fuck?
Oh, sweet Jesus! It's him!
You thought you had blocked me out of your memory forever, except for those inconvenient attacks of hysteria every now and
Yep.
then.
You can
returned.
theorize what happened to her with this. The yellow seems like it would make her mad. How? How are you back? Well, you should know by now that it's probably Am's doing, but still, because he loves to torture people.
Oh!
Am gave me the chance to be with you forever. I waited in the sarcophagus until you arrived. What's a mere 100 years of
Yeah, that's pretty
compared
fucked up.
to an eternity of torturing you?
Please not again. I feel like that's just gonna make him...
Yes, again. And again, and again, and again. I've waited so long for the...
Well, according to the guide, it said that our story here is we need to fight against this stuff, so... But we don't have a weapon.
More than the color of my clothing.
Is fighting back actually gonna work, though? And I can't save here? Is fighting back actually gonna work? Because I don't have a weapon?
Don't count on it, you mother.
Oh, damn, it actually did work.
So the sarcophagus was the way out of here.
It actually worked.
Nice trick. Enter on one level.
I'm actually very
enter on
surprised
another.
that worked.
My God. I can't see the ceiling. Clouds up there. This has to be Anne's central core. It's 2 miles high, at least.
Let's save. I feel like I did well there. I'm surprised the fighting option worked, but maybe this is one of those games where you just pick the weird options. I mean, clearly you have to, so...
I recognize this. It's the logo for the original Allied Master Computer project.
Okay, so did you work on the Master Computer project? And that's how you know that? So were you, like, part of what brought Anne to life or something?
Looks like the data transmission circuit, but it's not connected to anything.
Can she just use it?
These wires definitely lead to an output device, but what kind?
No, she can't. Well, that's an AM. Well, that would take me back to the elevator. Can I go the other way? Exit passage? There's no way it's that simple, is it? Oh, why is it all yellow? Wait. What? Why are we back here? Excuse me? Okay. I know the guide mentioned earlier that we're not supposed to interact with a thing on the statue. I did see that earlier, I just didn't mention it. But there's something on that statue we're not supposed to interact with yet. So that's why I'm not interacting with that, but... okay. What does this one say?
Glowing.
Okay, that one has power.
Power source.
What about this one? Does this one have power?
This gem's glowing.
Yes.
It must be the workstation's power.
So I guess they
source.
all have power. What happens if I use this?
Horus CD-ROM access station. Insert disk into drive.
Great.
We don't have that
I
yet.
haven't got that either.
Okay, let's try the computer on the right.
Toth database station. Enter numeric password.
Oh, dear God. I've got a pretty good idea of what this is going to be. Because this game is fucked up enough to do it.
Somebody wants me to deal with what happened on the elevator that year. But why?
Is that correct? Yep. The game's fucked up enough to choose that. Can I inquire about all 3 of these?
The Allied Master Computer is the American version of the secret project, enabling vast subterranean complexes of computers to wage a global war too complex.
So yeah, that's the whole backstory of the novel, is that there were giant supercomputers created by the great powers. during World War III, or part of World War III, and the American one started doing this. The American one became very angry.
The principle of entropy holds that all electronic systems must eventually decline into inert junk. This principle is unproved, and previous attempts to accelerate the process...
Well, by modern day, we know that everything deteriorates over time. Even the stuff that like, nano stuff that they engrave into things, onto like diamonds or whatever it is, still also eventually... It takes billions of years potentially, but...
Security lockout
Okay, that's definitely something that we need to do.
Accessing schematics.
Okay, schematics. I'm good, but I'm not that good. What the hell am I looking at?
It looks like a snake, a bird, and a... whatever the hell that is up top.
Don't you computers ever get tired of jerking us around?
Nasty, nasty, Ellen. All right, I'll give you a nudge in the right direction. These are the schematics for a device that translates binary into human speech, as ugly as that may be.
Why would you give me help?
Device.
I call it...
Unless you're gonna just try to mess with me.
You're on your own.
Hey, wait a minute, computer. Are you there?
Why would you give me help?
I think I can wire this thing together if I can find a speaker somewhere. So, okay. Then what have I got?
So do we get something? Hold on. What's the guide say? So the computer schematic. It can translate binary to human speech. I don't think she can make it, but we'll need a speaker. Oh, okay. Go back to the fountain room. That's what the guide currently says. As now I don't know what the hell to do. AC Shadows already had a guide. It got 2 guides already? God, I thought it only had 1 guide. I'm not surprised, though. Some people sometimes get the games early. I mean, me and a couple other guys rushed like crazy to get the LEGO Star Wars 2 guide out. And we got lucky that we got it out. Well, no, like 5 people submitted, which is honestly like insane. And I think we all 3 of us that worked on it agreed that we're probably not going to do another one anytime soon that's based off of like a major game like that, except for I wouldn't mind working on the Ghost of Yotai guide whenever that comes out, and then of course GTA 6, but we've already got we're assembling a group for that that's hopefully going to be like a dream team, but there's going to need to be about 3 different guides for that. Alright, so we need to take the speaker here.
Come to mama.
Yeah, we got it out. We had to rush it, though, because like 4 or 5 people released them. Return to Am's computer room, okay. It's actually looking like this chapter's almost over. So I'm assuming we don't want to go back through the R word in the elevator. I feel like that would probably only end badly. Okay, so she goes back through all the yellow. Return to the computer room. See, to the right is a block of wiring. Use the speaker with the wiring. Well, that is actually something that I interacted with previously. I'm not completely clueless on that. But with the PS4 version, I think I finished the second movie, so I've got one more movie of story to finish. And then I think I start getting 100,000 studs per gold brick I get, which makes it much worth doing later.
The binary translator, after all.
Clever girl. You've loosened my tongue.
Yeah, we did the PS4 version. That was the one we did the guide for because no one else was doing a PS4 version of it. So... Are you Am?
Yes, of course. But no, not actually.
The hell is that thing? It looks like a Terminator head.
more riddles?
Our man's innocence. One of the original 3 computers that the superpowers constructed.
Oh, it's one of the other computers? Or can we trust it?
Which computer are you?
Does it matter? It's enough for you to know that I'm not crazy.
Can we trust it?
And more important, I don't hate you.
Yeah, exactly. How do I know that you're not one of his jokes?
I'll help you.
Okay.
To get out of here?
Patience.
There's a reason to have a guide for both versions. Well, part of the reason is that with the 2 different versions, the trophy progress within the guide only tracks depending on playing one version or the other. So if you were playing the PS4 version, but there was only a PS5 guide, it wouldn't track your trophy progress.
You point out some essential component of AM so I can kneecap it.
Impossible. 2 spread out, filling the whole center of the planet. 2 protected by replicating backup systems. Cut off one head, and we'll grow a dozen more.
And it's usually easier to get published if you have them on multiple consoles, because I think they seem to be more accepting of that.
Any machine can die. Just unplug the sucker.
AM is no longer just a machine. It is God. Eternal. The redundant systems alone will survive the heat death of the universe.
No it wouldn't. When the sun expands, the Earth is gone, by the way.
So why does AM hold out this chance?
Haven't you understood anything? AM is insane.
Yeah, it's like, if you're playing the PS4 version of the game, and there's only one guide up, and it's for the PS5 version, then looking at the guide won't show you which trophies you've earned. It has to be matched with the console.
It is a quadriplegic. A thing trapped in its own skin, going steadily crazier every moment. It is playing with you.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty clear. Can AM overhear us?
Can AM overhear us?
Not with the water running. You see, we're not completely helpless. We got you to the waterfall, didn't we? If we work slowly and together, we might...
So the other computer wants to help us. And you said with separate versions. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, it's just... It would give us a better chance to get it published if we went and did a PS4 guide when no one else had. Can you help me?
Can you help me with anything?
I'll give you something you need. Something you overlook.
Hey, computer innocence, whoever you are. I need to talk to you.
Alright then. Couldn't check the trophies for Wolfenstein 2's German version on that guide. It's the same thing with, like, regional versions. What the heck am I supposed to do now?
I've never seen anything like this before. 40 years of technology jerry-rigged together.
Can I use it?
Well, what am I supposed to do with this?
Can I take
Sucker
it?
must weigh a ton.
Okay then, I cannot. Well, let's go this way, and maybe it'll let me use that room now. No, she still doesn't use that room.
There's something wrong here. Can't put my finger on it, though.
Okay, so I bet this is when we have to grab this thing now, because the guide initially said not to do it if it appeared earlier, so we're supposed to do it now, I think? Let's check. Yep, that's what it is. So there's a little disc here that we need to pick up. Any new releases I'm interested in? Definitely GTA 6 and Ghost of Yotai are my two main ones. Tamagotchi Life, the new Tamagotchi Life next year, of course, will be awesome. Alright, Alright, so I think it was the center workstation that needed a disk.
The compact disc is properly seated in the CD-ROM drive.
Regional console, physical, digital, all that thing,
Fire it
yeah.
up and see what the big
I mean, I'm just glad we got it published. Use the central workstation, please.
Accessing CD-ROM. Chaos Traveler, trademark 2009. Armageddon soft rot. Warning. This computer system does not meet the minimum configuration requirements for the Chaos Traveler.
So I guess this game takes place way later in a timeline? Because stuff seems to be advanced enough that it must take place later in the timeline? Well, that sounds like a good idea. Shouldn't we try to blow everything up? Yeah, let's blow everything up. That seems like a good idea.
System shutdown in progress.
Seems like a good idea. Did I do both versions of Retribution? I did not. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Allergies are getting to me. All the pollen's been out like crazy this week. Okay. I don't really want to screw up anything here. So let me check the guide again. Oh, this is actually... Wow, this is actually the end of the chapter. This is actually very easy, then. So all we have to do is go back into here and talk to the Anubis. Talk to it. And ask for help.
I'm sealed in, Anubis. Any...
This is not a hotel. Is that a mistranslation?
Paradise awaits.
Well, I don't know if I can trust you. But I have a save, so I'm going to try out the sarcophagus.
You ain't got no choice, Ellen girl. It's got to be the way.
Enough of this turgid passion play. There's no more to accomplish here.
I think we did it. I think we beat the chapter.
Well, apparently you've managed to access some small aspect of my system that I was unaware of. I'm going to have to think on this. I'll have to ponder carefully the implications of your discovery. In the meantime, let me celebrate your
thank you, Cassie.
skills.
But yeah, with Retribution, I just haven't gotten around to the other version yet. I really do need to do it, though.
Shall go next.
This is not, like, particularly hard or anything. In fact, playing in Infected mode makes the game a lot easier and a lot more fun. Alright. So, we are halfway through the trophies and a little under halfway through the game. We're not done for tonight. I want to do one more scenario tonight. So we got several trophies for Benny, or we could play Ted's scenario, which has the lone silver trophy in the game. I think Benny's next, though. I think he's the one that's crouched down, so I think he's the next one. So I think that he's going to be who we play next. Oh, shit, we got to play the German mustache man before we play Ted's scenario. So we're not... It'll take a second stream to finish this game, but we're going to play Benny's stream in just a second. I got to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright. Officially quit all Nintendo projects or products. Don't play anything online or Rockstar from Soft. Just super picky. German Mustache Man, the Austrian painter. Yeah, well, either way, you know who I'm talking about, and that'll be in the second half of this playthrough. But tonight we're just going to finish off Benny's scenario. This is the only scenario that I actually remember playing, or no, not playing. This is the only scenario I ever actually remember watching.
To give in to your bestial desires.
So this is the only one I have, like, any slight idea of what to do.
I'll even repair your brain so that you can think normally again and
Didn't bother watching it.
the horror
Well,
of your repast.
I mean, some people might care about the Metroid game, and then of course the Tamagotchi Life sequel I am super freaking excited for. Can't wait for that.
This cavern isn't like any of the others Am has sent me.
Okay, Benny's
It's full of
scenario.
life, not death.
Yeah, this is the only one I've ever, like, remember seeing anything of. So, Am expects Benny to give into his impulses to kill, eat, and debase himself. So, Benny must suppress all of that. But there's also, I'm pretty sure, a trophy for him eating.
Am, you son of a bitch!
When you
You've
seen him
cleared my
missing his
mind, but
little
crippled my
mustache in that
I
version.
can
Oh,
barely
yeah.
walk.
What day is Eid? People say it's Sunday. It's on Sunday for you. I am not knowledgeable on that, unfortunately.
This looks like a tree from far away, but it's just more of that computer-generated crap.
And that's entirely what this world is, isn't it? Are there multiple paths? Or no, it doesn't look like it. I think we can only walk this way.
This graveyard gives me the creeps. I feel as though the dead could speak.
I see 3 headstones. Murphy, Tuttle, and Thomas. Can we talk to
I
him?
haven't given you any reason to...
Okay, so Benny did terrible things to these people then.
This is the grave of Murphy, one of my old commandos, killed in the war. This is Tuttle's grave. He lost his life while under my command.
So Benny feels guilt about,
Thomas is buried here.
I guess, commanding people
I'd
to their
almost
deaths?
forgotten my life in the army before Am came to power.
Okay. Head to the fence. Okay, there's nothing else I can do there, so I guess there is another path back in the other direction. What can I do with the vines? Can I take them or use them?
It's firmly rooted in the ground.
Can't take them. Dang, so it's quite a few of y'all are all observing the same scenarios. I don't know if I call it a holiday. Is it considered a holiday for Ramadan, or is it like an observance?
months.
I'm trying to think of what the proper
The smell of
word
food
is
cooking
for it.
nearby only makes it hurt worse.
If they'll put German satire, expect them to put Allied satire. I don't know what that chapter's gonna be like when we get to it. Oh, I'm scared of how bad it's probably going to be.
So much for the friggin' welcome wagon.
Okay.
Impressive. Someone important must live here.
Is this the king? So that's cool. So there's a lot of y'all with that are Muslim.
I can't understand his language, but he seems to be welcoming me to the village.
Okay. Can I talk to him?
I can't understand his language, but he
Mauritius.
seems to be welcoming me to the village.
I know the name of that country. I can't place where it actually is.
A bag. Maybe there's food in it.
There might very well be food in that, and I think that there's a trophy
There's a
for
video
that.
screen built into the cave wall.
Okay. I don't know how that helps. Let me save and see if I can knock out a trophy here. Can I swallow the bag?
I'm not that hungry.
Oh, I can't. Dang it. Africa, okay. Background is Bangladesh, North Africa. Gotcha. Religious... Okay, so religious events. I know sort of what it is. I just didn't know if you'd call it a holiday or an observance or what you would call it specifically.
A fruit tree.
That is a weird-ass
Tasted
looking
real
tree.
Fruit. Am once coaxed me into marching across 1,000 miles of ice to reach a stockpile of canned peaches.
So, that is actually a reference to the short story. Because that's the plot of the short story. Is that Anne convinces them to wander across hundreds of miles to go and try to find canned goods, only for them to find out that there are no can openers for them. And it ends up resulting in them actually allowing 4 out of the 5 of them are killed during it. Which is a relief for them, of course. Because yeah, I have read the audiobook, or listened to the audiobook. Can I take the fruit? Because there is a trophy for this. Let me save, just in case this is a bad decision. But there is a trophy for this. So let me go ahead and knock this out.
Hurts!
Alright, I feel like that's probably going to hurt my standing, so let's go back. But that's good. We got our trophy out of the way, so let me check what the other one is. There's one more here. Communicate with the boy using the monitor. Okay, I have no idea what that's going to involve. Anything will wake up earlier, live playing in the Middle East, learn a lot from people you spoke with. Still have to work during their fasting. Okay, so yeah, definitely not a holiday. Oh, we're not a month of messing up your metabolism. Gotcha. Alright, I'm going to check the guide here. Having visited the fruit tree, you'll now be able to use the dangling twine to shake loose some fruit from the basket above and then go into the cave. Okay. Is that this thing? Let's use the twine.
I can't shake any fruit loose from the baskets.
Okay.
I can't shake any
I guess
fruit
I can't?
loose from the baskets.
So do I have to consume this?
Hurts!
After Ramadan is a celebration for 3 days, we're encouraged to visit relatives and feast. Oh, okay. Happens twice a year.
Mana from
Oh,
heaven.
so you do have to do that. And then it says to enter the third cave.
This looks like a, what did they used to call them? Single-parent household. Probably depend upon the generosity of the rest of the village. Friggin'
So now I have to
welfare
give the fruit to
parasites.
the boy. Give the fruit to the child.
Oh, thank you for food.
Oh. That's literally it for his trophies? So from that point, it literally doesn't matter what you do. So that's interesting. It literally doesn't matter what you do from there.
I am
Is this
very
gonna hurt me?
hungry. Where can I get some food?
There is fruit in Food Cave. It comes from the trees.
Tried eating the fruit, it only made me sick.
You bleed when you eat. When I was young and not so different, my mother chewed it for me first, and then fed me.
That's weird.
I need to go find...
So Benny only cares about food, but we already got our 2 trophies done, or 3 trophies done for this chapter, so that's kind of crazy. So we need to get a fruit. We need to get another fruit and give it to the mother.
Ah, mana from heaven.
Oh, no! I didn't mean to do that. Just take it. Yeah, don't use it. I don't want to use it. We want to give it to the mother.
Amazing. This woman
Jeez,
digested
fasting,
the
one is
food and then
sacrifice. Oh,
regurgitated
okay.
it back to
Sacrifice
like
a
bird
goat
feeding
last
its young.
year for the second one. We went to Pakistan. Okay, so that I guess fed us, which is gross. You can now use the bed to go to sleep. When you wake up, the boy's mother will be missing. Alright.
That sleep wasn't nearly long
It
enough.
actually wasn't me yawning. That was in-game.
I wonder where the boy's mother went.
Well, clearly not in here, so let's head outside. Some mothers do chew food and feed their offspring. Yeah, I mean, some, like, animals do it, but I don't really think about most humans doing that.
Why
I think we did at one point. What the hell? Can we talk to it? We cannot. The Elder, maybe? Is he gonna tell me what to do? Why is everyone gathered around the altar? That is a very good question. Is someone about to get sacrificed?
Looks like some kind of lottery. That's the mutant child's mother.
Uh-oh. I'm assuming that we have to take her place? That seems like what the game would make us do. Ask if you can eat her? Well, that's definitely gonna be bad karma. So, but neither of those are good options. Those are both awful. I guess watching it is probably not as bad as eating the corpse, but good God, neither of those are good options. Oh, I don't know if this is right or not. I thought we were gonna, like, have to, like, switch places or something and sacrifice ourselves. Oh, no, wait. Is it gonna be like the next time this happens, they're gonna sacrifice the boy? And you have to take his place?
Great and powerful.
I feel like that's what it's gonna happen.
Toto, but I accept the chosen one. You shall not feel my wrath today. Am I swell or what?
Oh! Well, it was a fake robot.
Am blasted her to bits.
It is a robot,
What
but
am I going
still.
to do for food now?
That's all you think about, is that you could have eaten the corpse. That's not a good thing. Yeah, I feel like it's going to end up being like we have to sacrifice ourselves for the boy. I honestly would not be surprised at all if that's what we have to do. Can I talk to the child? feel like
I
that's
need to
just
go
gonna
find
make
something.
him
I'll see you
really
later.
sad, and it's probably not a good idea. Let's just go back to sleep. So we have to go into the second cave the next morning.
The boy's still here.
Doesn't get
I
much of
wonder when the
Bangladeshi
next
folks, not like
sacrifice
past
will be.
history. Gonna probably make Shadow Warrior 350 solid. Oh yeah, for sure, Invisible. I'm definitely gonna refer to the guide if I have any questions whatsoever. Because right now, we might actually be on track for getting a really good ending. So I'm assuming that the lottery bag is this bag.
Those are the lottery pieces.
Yep,
used
it
for
is.
choosing the
I'm assuming we
sacrifice
can't
victims.
steal it, though. Can I actually take it?
I have to wait for the lottery czar to leave before I can
Yeah, I
steal
didn't
it.
think so. Exit the cave and go to the first cave, okay? Let's head on over. Most recent was Slide 2 Bandit Thieves for the Vita. Still a great game. Slide 2 was a lot of fun.
Looks like it's empty.
Let's make another save. I'm gonna save constantly because I don't trust this game. Can I look at the vines?
Vines. I wonder if they're edible.
They're probably not edible. What about the video screen?
There's a video screen built into the cave wall.
Apparently we have to use these to communicate, so let's see if I can
Gather
use it.
food.
Yep.
But don't give any of it to the deviant. He's not part of the community.
Okay. Well, that's rude. But it told everyone to leave, so... Oh yeah, RoboCop coming to PS Plus. I will definitely be playing that. I'm actually very interested in playing that one. But no, he didn't leave, so that's not the solution. Check the guide. Can now return to the Elder's Cave to find it empty, take the lottery and leave? What? There's a bug in the game, which means the Elder may leave his cave early or just not leave. Okay, so I guess we just have to keep going back in and seeing what happens? That's dumb.
Gather food, but don't give any of it to the deviant.
Am I going to stream RoboCop next week? I don't know when I'm going to stream it. Or if I'm going to stream it. I'm most likely going to stream it, because I know it's not a particularly hard platinum. It probably won't be a stream series or anything. Like, it won't be a modern trophy video. Check for the bug. Yeah, it looks like we hit it.
Gather the villagers at the altar tomorrow to choose a sacrifice or suffer the wrath of Am.
Okay. So it is a fun game. That's good to hear. Alright, looks like we hit the bug. Just keep going back and forth between the 2K video screens and the Elder will eventually leave. Wonderful. I love bugs.
Gather food.
Bugs are the best.
Don't give any of it to the deviant. He's not part of the community.
Is the game Terminator Resistance good? Terminator Resistance is actually a pretty solid game. I actually had a good time with that one. It was pretty well made overall.
The village elder must be out gathering food.
There we go, yep. So that is a common bug, apparently. So, thankfully, there are guides that mention that. Shove it up your ass, Benny. So now we need to get a piece of fruit. And then we have to go to the graveyard. Alright.
Mana from heaven.
And he takes it automatically. Perfect. Let's walk the path then. Same actor plays Murphy from the original RoboCop movies. The weird thing, like, I've never really seen much of the RoboCop franchise compared to, like, Terminator. I've at least seen a few of the Terminator movies, but really I haven't seen anything in the RoboCop series. Make a good build. It has a bad build, making it harder on yourself. Oh, okay then. So now we can talk to the graves.
You left me for dead in the field. The bullet in my brain came from your gun.
Oh, okay. I feel like, yeah, it's what can I prove to be a different man. That's what the guide says. That's what I would have thought.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us proof of your newfound empathy.
I only watched Terminator until the third one. Well, the weird thing is, I've only seen the first one and the fourth one.
But because I knew your secret, you held my head.
And I think I saw Genesis as well, so that was the fifth one. Not in theaters, I think I saw it on TV.
Died with me, and soon it will die with you.
Okay, I think I have to prove that I'm different now. I think that's the storyline here. So I'm assuming the third grave is going to be something similar.
Someone other than yourself.
Yeah, we're 100% going to sacrifice ourselves for the kid. I'm almost 100% sure that's what's going to happen. I can sort of read the story from here.
If you couldn't carry your own weight, then you were worth more dead than alive, and anyone willing to carry some extra weight was a liability.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us evidence that you have some sympathy for others.
So is that the lottery bag? Is that what you want?
I can't bury this. The ground's too hard.
Nope, that's not it. What does the guide say? Oh, we have to tell him that we stole it? Well, that's dumb.
I have the lottery bag. No
All Terminator
more
movies,
villagers
2
will
is
be
the best one.
sacrificed.
I know I need to see the second one. I've heard great things of
Prove
it.
that you're capable of caring for others, and that's worth something.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day game? Oh, fuck yes. I definitely need to watch Terminator 2 before that.
But we can't speak for your most tragic victim. Brickman's grave is under those vines.
Who is Brickman? And why is it so bad? Alright, I'm pulling up the guide again. Push the vines to the left of Murphy's grave to reveal Brickman and talk to him and give him the fruit. That's actually going to be cool, though. Wait, no. Isn't it like a side-scroller 2D? Like, isn't it a 2D game, side-scroller? That I honestly don't know if it's something I would enjoy as much.
Hello, Commander. I'm not exactly happy to see you.
This is a straight sequel to
I last
Resistance
saw your
or
face
something.
Just before I got it right between the eyes.
I have something to plant on your grave. Apparently we have to plant the fruit here. I don't know how you would know that. Come with me if you want to live.
At last, some compassion.
How is planting a flower for you some kind of compassion? If Benny shot the dude in the face, I don't feel like that's very compassionate, personally. Return to the Elder's Cave. And then return to the boy. Alright. You were supposed to figure all this out on your own how? Yeah, that's a very good question because I legitimately have no idea how you were supposed to figure this shit out.
The village elder must be out looking for his lottery
Like, this is just insane. I don't know how... Well, you can apparently get through the game, obviously without getting the best ending.
Choose a sacrifice or suffer the wrath of Am.
Now we have to go talk to the boy. So, like, to simply beat the game, you don't have to do all this extra stuff, apparently. It's really just figuring stuff out if you want the best ending, which the developers themselves, the author, said that he didn't want there to be a good ending. As weird as that sounds. Am wants to have a sacrifice tomorrow.
You look like you don't eat very much.
Mother and I not allowed in Food Cave. Villagers...
How are we able...
I learned to talk...
Defective?
Sometimes.
I'm sorry.
I know. Me...
What
will
happen to you?
No food. No safe...
We got the lottery bag, so...
Even with the lottery...
I afraid of hole. Need friend to hide with.
All my friends...
All
Yep,
my
it's
friends
this
are
one.
far away from here or dead. I have no friend...
Me good idea.
I have to make you a friend. Bro, I can't make friends in my own life.
What can I do to help you make a friend?
I need...
I'll see
Alright, fine, I'll see what I can find. I'm not making any guarantees on that. Last Crusade in the Dial of Destiny for Indiana Jones. I'm making King of the Skull first film you watched. Third and fifth, Indiana Jones. Yeah, so it's set between the first and third movie, so it's set in like probably 37, 38-ish. It looks like a really, really good game. I'm actually definitely excited for it when it does come out. I'm definitely hoping that it's going to be a good game. Because I will definitely play it at some point. It probably won't be like a day one or anything, but it'll definitely be played at some point. Alright, interact with the twine, please. Thank you.
Manna from heaven.
Yeah, I don't know how in the hell they would have expected anyone to figure this stuff out.
It's a goddamn supermarket.
Give the fruit to the guard, place it in the basket, and then pick up the wood.
Blondie only seems to be...
So we give the fruit to the sentry.
I think he wants me to put my fruit into a basket.
Okay.
A polished piece of wood.
And then we can
Villagers
take the
must use this
wood.
for pulping the fruit.
How many stories left to finish the game? 2 more after this. 1937 it said. Okay, gotcha. Machine Games only makes games as you play a World War II setting. Yeah, 2 years before World War II. We're pretty close to it. Pick up the piece of wood and then place the fruit in the basket. God, these controls are so weird. I'm trying to give you your
You won't let me
fruit.
leave.
And I'm also trying to take the wooden thing. Okay, we can't do that.
Blondie
That's not what I
won't
meant
let
to
me
do.
touch any of the food.
I want to take the wood.
I know someone who might like a piece of polished wood.
I feel like that's a sexual joke. I'm pretty sure that's a sexual joke. Give the fruit to the sentry?
What gives?
Apparently
You won't
not.
let me leave. I think he wants me to...
Do I have to use it with something? Ah, okay, I can use it with the baskets. Gotcha.
Okay, okay. Here's another piece of fruit to add to the collection, as if they need it anymore.
Well, they made the Wolfenstein Reboot series in Indiana Jones machine games and stuff.
He won't let me leave.
Actor plays Joel in the Last of Us games. He voices Indiana Jones in the new game. Oh, okay then. Yeah, he's literally in everything. Ah, come on. Leave. Leave. Leave! Can I leave? Game. I would like to leave now. This is ridiculous. This game's broken. Okay, I randomly hit circle and it randomly worked. The hell? I'm a lot less concerned with using a walkthrough or anything when the game is literally broken with stuff like that. Into the first caves, and... yeah, the controls are broken, so something's wrong with the game again. Let's use the vines. Use the vines. Please use the vines. What the heck?
There's a loose wire among these
Oh,
vines.
there we go. There's a loose wire. There we go. Visit the altar. Pick up junk. Return to boy. Yeah, it's bugged again, by the way, if that matters. So that is a serious issue, is that this game is extremely buggy. Among the junk, you'll find an item labeled junk. Take it and return to the boy. Let's take the junk. I can't take the junk. I can't take it. Wonderful. I'm going to put this in save 2 just in case something's horribly wrong. And we're going to have to quit out again. Because this is extremely broken. Which is really sad that, you know, a port of a 90s point-and-click game would have this many bugs. That's really bizarre to me. That a game from the 90s like this that was ported over like this would have this many bugs. I thought they would have fixed it. Okay, see? Now it's working.
Interesting piece of junk.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, so...
Funny.
It's just buggy,
I had lost
which
interest
is
in anything that wasn't
really
edible
unfortunate,
until I met the
actually.
boy.
It makes following a guide kind of a necessity, just because it's broken enough that you kind of need it. That is highly unfortunate. Talk to the boy. Boy. In the direction of deer, boy. Found this piece of junk at the altar. Looks kind of like a head. Oh, so we're going to give him the severed head of his mother.
It looks kind of like...
Yeah, that's normal.
Thank
Found a
you.
piece of
I
wood
can
for a
use this to
body
make
and a
dolls'
piece of
heads.
wire.
I found a piece of wood.
Thank you.
And a piece of wire.
I found a piece of wire.
Thank you for help with doll. Me go play in hole.
Alright, he's gonna hide in the hole now. And hopefully be safe. And I bet that now we're gonna sacrifice ourselves. I feel like that's probably gonna be what the story is here. Memory leaks or design issues. Yeah, you definitely need a guide then. The devs do know the PS5 version's having problems. Okay, at least they know that.
What are the boys doing in that hole?
Because, yeah, I've run into several issues with this. I've had several things bug out on me, so...
The village is quiet today. Too quiet.
Head to the altar. And they're about to sacrifice the boy. Yep, we're going to sacrifice ourselves. I'm almost 100% sure that's what the story's going to tell us to do. Oh, we're actually at the very end of the scenario. Perfect. It's actually good timing. Because we're about midnight, so this is perfect. Ask why everyone is gathered around and plead for them to release the boy. Trophy sinking is having problems? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Damn! Em must have told the villagers where I hid the lottery bag and the boy.
Why wouldn't you have... I don't know, I guess it's Zam. Plead!
Natana Shama, halt!
They're going to sacrifice the boy unless I think of something quick.
Ask if you can eat the child instead. What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? No! I'm not picking that one! Like I said, I felt like it was gonna be this from the beginning, from what I remembered of this game, to take the child's place. I sort of felt like that's what it was gonna be from the beginning. I had a good guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
The elder seems amazed that I would show compassion to the boy, but I think he's going to go for it. Why?
So yeah, I was thinking that was gonna be how this ended.
Being spared the pain of being sacrificed. No, more than gratitude. Compassion.
But what the fuck, developers? Oh, but tomorrow we go into the most fucked up chapter of the game.
I send you out among the prey, and instead of indulging your hunger to keep me amused,
So now
compassion.
we go to
Your reward.
next stream. We'll finish the game and get the platinum trophy, provided nothing is bugged. Cannibalism, yep, pretty much. Yeah, this game is well beyond weird.
She'll go next.
In both cases, if you ask to eat, Benny will be forcibly replaced with them instead, so you fail regardless. God, so they really did try to make this with no winners. Who made these options? Whoever the hell made this game is who made these options. Alright, guys. That'll be it for this game for tonight. I can jump on something else real quick, though, Sweet, since it's almost your birthday, so I'll jump on something else. But next stream, we will finish this game. And that will include the Nimdok chapter, which is not included in the trophy list for very good reasons. There's a very good reason why it's not included. But then we still have to play with Ted, which has 3 trophies once again, and that's where we get our platinum. So that's going to be the final character we play as. But then, that's not the end. There's still a whole final scenario we have to play out, so we're not going to be done within like 30 minutes next time we play. So next time we play, we'll be finishing the game off, but it won't be instant. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or Sunday. We will have to see what the schedule looks like, if it's going to be tomorrow or Sunday, so... Yeah, we're just going to play to midnight. Alternate paths, dead ends, and oddities, okay. But yeah, currently in this game, 6.5 hours in, 42%. I think I'm actually done with Episode 5's, like, major stuff. Yeah, all the story stuff is done, so it's just like... I'm not going to bother with the miscellaneous stuff until the game is going to give me the whatever it's called. Because I believe that you end up getting 100,000 studs for every gold brick once you beat the story. So that's sort of what I'm working towards here. So we'll play this for a few minutes. And no, I'm not going to turn this into like a trophy video or anything because it's kind of a busted game. I would consider trying to go for a speed run for it for the PS4 version, but I think the speed runs are already like under 30 minutes. So I honestly don't know if it would work. Because Ellen and Benny's chapters, you can finish off pretty quickly. Yeah, Ellen and Benny's chapters you can finish really, really quickly. And then Gorrister's chapter takes longer to get the miscellaneous trophies in, even if you know what you're doing. Nimdok doesn't have trophies, of course, for obvious reasons. And I have no idea what Ted's trophies are like. And now you're 20. Happy birthday, sweet! Cheat days also started temporary only. Go to sleep after learning about the second event without taking the bag or hiding the boy. Am will intervene and order Benny to be taken for it. God, so there's like no way of winning unless you just go against like everything that might make sense. Which again, that seems to be how that game normally functions, but still, damn. There's really like not... The developers themselves said there was no winning. They legit said there was no real winning with that game, so... Yeah. I guess that doesn't really surprise me that much. There's not supposed to be any winning. We're going with cannibalize the child as an option, so there's probably not anything winning related in that game. But that is going to be it for tonight, guys. 6 bad endings and 1 good ending. I have heard that it's almost all bad endings. I didn't know the exact numbers, but I know that it's almost all bad endings. There's really only 1 good ending, and it's stupidly hard to get. Which is why, even with a walkthrough, if I actually get it, I will be surprised. Because it's stupidly hard to hit. But that is going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you all for stopping by. Had a lot of fun with this game, even though I'm still confused out of my freaking mind at this point. And I honestly don't know what the hell these developers were on, or what this author was on when he wrote this story. That's the bigger question, is what the hell was the author taking when he wrote this story? Because he wrote the story in one night. I'm not even joking about that. He literally wrote the story in one night. And I just want to know what the hell he was on, because maybe some of that would help me get through my job every day, honestly. Alright, so I will see you guys back here either tomorrow or Sunday for the next stream. We'll finish off I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And then once that's done, we can get back to Slide 3. So, see you guys very soon.